Welcome to the show. It is a horrible show, a terrible show. Absolutely the worst. We barely prepare for it every day.
Every day, once a week.
Well, every day, once a week, whatever. Well, here we are. It's the Rum IRL. We got the usual degenerates here in the show. And let's just jump right into it. We got something that just happened today
At 1
here in
o'clock
Spanish
today.
Fork. John, you're mostly the one familiar with this. I didn't even have a chance to go through the article. Do you want to lead us
Yeah,
through
so
this?
I found out actually, I was wondering why my neighbor was standing on his front porch. So I go over there. I thought he was waiting. He was waiting for FedEx because the FedEx trucks was next door.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, his brother was down the street and then he heard a whole bunch of shots, about 100 shots fired, just down the street from him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know what's going on. So, of course, he says active shooter because when you hear all of that, that's what you expect. And then come to find out that this lady has domestic violence. Shots were fired in the house. This lady was held down by knife point. She escaped, called the cops. SWAT, Spanish Fork, Salem. I know all the Salem police. You just watched them all just zip up the highway here.
If I heard right, Springville and Provo also came down.
It was multi-agencies showed up.
Dang.
And he fired on police. Police fired back. And
Yeah,
then they took one of
we
the...
got a video of that. That's kind of funny.
We do. And then they took their armored vehicle, their Bearcat vehicle, which is a super cool vehicle. They took that up close, tried to negotiate with him. Nothing happened. And then he came out and gave himself up.
Do they have a rook? Does Spanish Fork have a rook?
No, Utah County does. So Utah County
Most
is
of
the
SWAT
one...
here is handled by the county.
Yeah.
No one, like, you guys know what the rook is, right?
Mm-mm.
It's the up-armored skidster.
No, so
Oh, gosh.
everything like that,
That sounds
everything
awesome.
everything that I know of like that is owned by the county.
Mm-hmm.
It's its own entity, and they come in when they need it. Like SWAT, their vehicle. So it was just normal police officers still. And I was wondering why the SWAT helicopter kept circling around. We have a video. So pretty crazy. I mean, like, domestic violence is a real thing. We've had so many... Oh, you're looking it up right here?
Oh, yeah. This thing is worth looking into.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so ridiculous.
Can I own one?
You can't see it, but he's showing us that armored skid steer.
So,
for-
in the Google
for
search,
SWAT.
pull up the rook skidster, R-O-O-K, like
Is it legal
the
for
chess
me
piece.
to own?
Yeah, probably is.
But it's
Well, here's
got-
the thing: if the
They
police
might ask questions.
hey, if the
Go to
police have
images.
it, I want it.
This thing's freaking cool. It's got a battering ram, the bird cage looking thing. is
Imagine being the
armored.
driver on that, and you're just like,
Like a classic
Look at
skid steer, it has attachments.
Yes.
you can,
It's
and
got
they
a-
got,
you
look
can
at the
pick and
platform
choose
on the
on
back
how you
too.
wanna
The
breathe.
Yeah.
plat-
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
got
goodness.
the platform so you can enter into a second story built
Window.
second story window. It's got the battering ram that'll take down a Liberty. It destroys a Liberty safe in one hit.
What I find hilarious, look at that bottom left picture where they're standing on the platform in the back of the skid steer. I've driven skid steers. Those things are so jumpy.
Oh yeah.
One wrong move by the operator, all
Look.
those guys go flying off.
Look at the bottom left with all of them stacked up in the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that bottom left.
No,
and the top
bottom,
right, too.
I'm looking at the bottom right.
Oh, okay.
You mean the bottom right?
Yeah, there's
With
the
the-
bottom right where they're all stacked up in the front. But then there's that bottom left where they're stacked up in the back. Like, one wrong move on either one of those.
But you got AR-500
Both
steel
those
everywhere.
guys are
You've
flying everywhere.
think-
You've got bulletproof glass in there.
Think,
Oh
don't
my
quote me on
gosh.
this, but I think Utah County owns one.
Do they?
I think the sheriff's department owns
Oh, these
one.
things are so cool.
Or SWAT. One of the two, because I don't think Utah County has its own SWAT. I think we share a SWAT.
Well, if you
I
talk,
believe Utah County handles
Did
SWAT.
did we finally get our own SWAT? Because I know at one point
Juab
we were
counties had
sharing.
their own
Oh, I have no
forever.
clue.
Well, I know,
You're
but
talking
for
about
a
with other
while,
counties?
like way back in the day, we were sharing it with Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming now that Utah County has gotten as big as it has, that we have our own SWAT and we aren't sharing.
Yeah.
Juab counties had their own SWAT team for a good 10, 15
Well,
years.
that's because there's nothing out there. So by the time
So-
they get out there, like they need their own
So
stuff out there.
They've
Yeah.
got a Bearcat. I think they have one of these. But when the whole protest was going on at the state capitol, Juab County SWAT was deployed out to there.
They're probably super
That's
excited
funny.
for that.
Well, let's
So
get
back onto that, we
let's
have a
get
video
back
to
the
share.
Second tab.
Yeah, let's go to the second
We got
tab.
a video
So-
here. Turn the sound on there in the top right of the video. All right.
Are we in Iraq?
Yeah, basically. Turn off the sound. I don't know if any of you guys heard that through the microphone. We need to get that card.
Yeah, somebody had a 3-round burst right there.
I wanted to point
There's
out
the bear
this
cat.
guy is
Yep,
a
there it is right there.
fantastic
And then the
cameraman.
cop just running through
Yeah.
right there.
So this guy's a fantastic cameraman. The reason he's a fantastic cameraman is he took the time to crack the window open to make sure we could all hear the gunshots.
Supposedly,
This is a good guy with a camera right here.
if you have Ring, you can the Ring camera, so that house that's right across the street posted their Ring camera footage.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Cool.
And so I don't have Ring myself as my security, so I don't know how to get access to that. But
I
if we do,
might be able to get access to that. for
it's
next
because it
week.
was posted. That's how it went around so fast. It was posted on the Ring network.
Okay.
Because everyone's like, did you guys hear these? Like, what's going on? And then, word of mouth happened. So,
Yeah.
just a word to the wise, domestic violence is on the rise, and alcohol does not,
Go ahead.
doesn't help with that. That's what this man was, is he had alcohol, was drunk.
So,
At least he realized what he was doing. Kudos to the man to put down his rifle and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I messed up." Like, "Oh, you know what I
No,
mean?"
it sounds like the good side of all of it is he realized what he was doing was bad, and he stopped and turned himself over.
no,
So-
After
no
getting
injuries,
haven't-
no.
I
no,
haven't
he
heard-
was hurt. He was
Was he?
hurt.
I believe he was the only one that was hurt.
But the
So
fact
he's-
is, most people in that situation, even when they're hurt, they continue to fight.
Yeah.
And he was like,
or they
"Oh,"
take the coward's way
So-
out.
or they shoot themselves. Yeah, yeah.
So, my dad and I were working construction all day, right? We're heaving timbers and all that. I tell my dad about this, about when you guys lit up the group chat, and I told my dad, and he's like, well, hopefully next year the people actually listen for what he wants for Christmas.
What does he want?
Gosh. Oh, that's
That
bad.
went over my head. So
This guy's upset they didn't get his Christmas presents. Is pretty much
It's
what my dad
okay,
was saying.
John. We'll lower the
Yeah.
joke next time.
yeah, I don't get it. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, this is just local
It's a little bit
live
dark
news.
humor.
Yeah.
Local live news. So pretty crazy. I mean, it's crazy to think that something like this happened
Yeah. What's
so
up?
close.
What's up, sugar?
Well, I could see domestic issues arising. There is a lady who fled the United States to Europe with the 4 kids. She had joint custody with her husband. Don't know where her and the kids are.
Mm.
That's
She
been on the
boarded
rise
an
too.
international flight.
Was he being abusive
No.
or?
No.
She just took the kids because she's worried about end of days.
They were divorced,
I did see
divorced parents,
sorry.
joint custody. The mom just took the kids and left.
If she's really worried about end of days, I mean,
Don't go to Europe.
Yeah,
Jack-
don't go to Europe.
Well,
at all.
don't go to Europe. Go to Jackson County, Missouri. We all know that place will be okay.
Don't go to Europe. Austria is going to start World War III and blame it on Germany again.
Well, I do know. So you mentioned that domestic, them just leaving. Florida just solved a 40-year-old cold case. They tracked down this lady. She took her daughter and left her husband, and the husband thought they were dead. Like he had no clue, and she fled, and the daughter had no clue that she was kidnapped from her dad because the dad had custody and
And it
all
was
that
that
stuff.
young. She was that young.
She was
too.
that young, and for 40 years,
Name change.
the
Dad,
mom,
name
yep,
change.
name change.
Anybody
Also,
that's those
my
DNA
wife heard
tests that
about it.
found him?
Yeah, it's actually how they tracked it down. And then the neighbor, when the cops show up, it's funny because the neighbor's like, haha, they're here for you. And then the cop's like, yeah, we actually are. And she was like, oh. And he's like, yeah, you can go home now. Just like just the total
How
shock.
old is she?
She's an older lady. I would
So
assume
she's
in
an
her
older.
60.
So she's an older
60s.
lady now, and it's like, oh, you can go home. I'm like, what do you mean I can go home now?
And it's like, oh, you weren't joking. Like, this isn't a joke that you're at the
Wow.
house. But this is just crazy. I mean, super close to the house. I'd say this is 5 minutes away, less than 5 minutes away from where we live.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you could hear
Maybe
the
10
gunshots.
minutes.
depending on traffic.
What was the street again? What was the shelter-in-place order? Like 800 south, 1500 east, or
Yeah,
something
so
like
it's
that?
over by the trampoline place where I looked it up. Yeah,
Oh,
go
okay.
back to the article.
No,
Please.
that would be in the north.
Let's go.
That would be in
It's
the northern quadrant.
800
of
south,
Spain.
1500 east. Yeah, so that's going to be...
Okay.
Oh, where's that going to be at?
That's obviously it's the southeast quadrant of Spanish.
It's 2 miles away from us. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I looked it up
That's
wrong.
what, more like near Adventure Heights.
Mhm.
Oh, that's oh.
Is that pretty close to Adventure Heights?
Oh, no, it's on the Canyon Road.
Yeah, that's on the Canyon Road.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's up in there.
The
Yeah,
Spanish
that's up
Fork
in there,
Dog
yeah.
Park.
I don't know where any of this is.
That's
but-
okay. You're not from this part of the county.
I'm looking. It's
The special ed park is up that way.
Oh, shit.
hey, the church is right there.
Oh, no.
What?
My brother-in-law used to live, like, right there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
it's
you're
up by the neighborhood marketplace. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think down the street. Yeah, down the street is
Where did that go?
where the Adventure Heights, isn't it? Or is it a different
That's
spot?
a school.
Different road.
That's the school.
I'm going to put this in the Discord real quick.
No, yeah. Look right there. That's Adventure Heights. Left of the marker, babe. Left of the marker. That's it.
Oh,
That's
is that the
the
special ed?
That's the special ed. That's
special park?
yeah. That's the special ed.
Oh
park, the
yeah, because
Adventure
they
Heights park.
have the dog park right there. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, that's right there by that park. Imagine being those families there and you start hearing.
Well, I mean, especially if you're right there at the park today, because the park part is open.
what
the
did
water
you
part's
just?
closed.
What did you just
So that
post in the
is...
chat? A helicopter.
So there's an app called Pulse Point that monitors, like, all fire, EMS, and police activity in Utah County.
Mm-hmm.
That was something updated on Pulse Point during this whole shindig.
Dang, I thought it was over by the.
Helicopter landed right at that address.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah, they landed it, like, right in
Dude,
that
that's
park
so
right across
freaking.
the street.
That's close,
wow.
dude. So they landed in the church parking lot.
Was that the EMS?
Yeah, that was...
That was the life flight.
Yeah, Life Flight. That's the word
Okay.
for it. I'm thinking, like, Medevac, but no, that's Life Flight.
Oh, they probably decided to use the helicopter because it's way faster.
Well,
than an
medevac's
ambulance.
accurate because it's just medical evacuation.
Yeah.
It's accurate whether it's a vehicle or
I,
whether it's
I've got
yeah.
military mind going on right now. I'm thinking like Black Hawk with the big red cross on it. And
I got a good story about that though from the National Guard. But let's go ahead and keep
Let's
going
hit that.
on and getting on, huh? Let's kill that. Let's get to that next article. Nope. Yes.
Yeah.
America did it.
America.
He
got
just looks
busy.
evil. He just
He
has
looks
that
like a
look.
son of Stalin.
He does. He
Actually,
you know
yeah,
what?
you know,
he does.
really is just Stalin a few shades darker.
He looks like he looks like a Venezuelan version of Stalin.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I didn't even think about that until just now. So
Have you seen the
Maduro-
pictures of him when they loaded him up in the
I've
helicopter?
got that.
Oh, it's
not
hilarious.
in the helicopter, but
Yeah,
I've
they got him
photo
all
of him.
blindfolded and freaking the headphones
Is he
on.
hooded?
And
Not
no, he's
hooded,
blindfolded
he's got a
and he's got the
blindfold.
headphones on and his face and he's zip tied and
What?
he's like this. He's kind
We're
of like
Americans. We can afford more than just putting a bag over there.
yeah.
Way to go, Delta guys.
Imagine like the Bluetooth headphones playing some super patriotic USA song over.
Screw that. I'd have elevator music.
So the question was posed to me the other day.
Yeah.
If you could have access to the PA system
Go ahead and scroll
for
down.
America invading a country, what song would you put on the PA system?
Ooh. Because I played Fortunate Son all the time in Vietnam.
I've heard four good
I will
answers.
show you the world.
Okay.
Aladdin.
Oh my god.
So I've heard four. I've heard.
I served. I know many people who are on deployment that were listening to Disney princess songs when combat happened. When they were ambushed, they were killing people to the tune of "I Will Show You the World," to "The Little Mermaid."
I got.
There are a lot of people in the Middle East who have died to people listening to those songs.
Okay, what's your 4 songs?
what? let's
I
say-
don't know, dude. There's too many.
So I've heard "Party in the USA." I'm a Barbie girl.
I would have to agree with that because that's one of my favorite songs.
Dancing Through the Tulips.
Okay.
What that super eerie one?
Mhm.
Tiptoe Through the Window.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, yeah, that one.
That one's accurate for the Maduro one, I guess.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And oh my gosh, what was the other one? The Phil Collins. I can feel it I
can feel it calling in the air
That would be
tonight.
fantastic.
And then
that would be fantastic.
And then the Cry of the Valkyries or whatever that song is.
Oh, by Led Zeppelin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That would be okay.
That would rock, man.
I
That
know,
would really
dude.
be awesome.
I would out of those four, I would pick "I'm a Barbie Girl" because that is actually on my shooting playlist. The music I listen to while I shoot guns.
That's hilarious.
So you know, if I show up at your house in the middle of the night with "I'm a Barbie Girl" playing, that means shit's hit the fan and we need to roll
So
out.
could you imagine that playlist with Maduro?
Two funny things. So back to the shooting that happened earlier. When you first started telling me about an active shooter, I didn't know where you were talking about, and I was naked in the shower, and so my first thought was, "Let's go! Someone's gonna need therapy in prison."
Kyle running out the door, butt naked with his AR, just like
A fat hairy bugger ready. That guy will need therapy. I promise you.
pale white with horrible tan lines.
There was
I'm blind, I can't see.
But
There was that evil thought in the back of my head. It's like, UVU again?
Oh my goodness.
okay, so let's
dude.
get back. Let's get back into the
why
articles
are we
real
laughing
quick.
about this?
Yeah, Nicolas Maduro was captured and flown out of Venezuela after the United States carried out another strike, President Donald Trump announced. After months of anticipation and several strikes against alleged drug cartel boats, Trump greenlit the most aggressive military action of his second term in office. Scroll down.
Who do you send in?
The United States of America has, quote, the United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country, Trump announced Saturday. Quote, this operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details will follow.
So make sure you look up his picture because it's
Hit up
hilarious.
the next article. What?
They flew him into New York.
Yeah, don't worry
Look at
about it.
his
I got
picture. It's
it. So let's
it's
hit
hilarious.
up that next article. Let's scroll down real quick. Keep scrolling down. I didn't have much time. Both of these are not that long, so just keep scrolling. We got a picture of him on here.
Somewhere.
Is he in his
Yep,
gray sweats?
Keep going down.
Thank
Keep
you,
going
President
down.
Trump. See,
It's
a lot of
on
people.
here. What in the holy crap?
There's 39 new
All right, you know what?
updates.
Scroll back up to the top.
Oh,
No,
no.
scroll back up to the top. I think it just didn't load. All right, so scroll down and just keep scrolling down so we can see the words. I stopped there. I believe it's that second quick link, Nicolas Maduro. Scroll down. No. Yeah, keep scrolling down. It might be on here. Gosh, dang it. I
see
had
it?
the photo.
CNN, your computer's going to get a virus again.
Yeah, probably. It probably already has the virus. It's CNN. Hit back on the button. I had the photo, and now all of a sudden it's freaking gone on me. Screw you, CNN. No one loves you. Refresh the page. Let's see if that fixes it.
So, they
Go
got
ahead
him.
and scroll down.
They got
Go
him.
ahead.
They flew him into New York, and now he's in a detention facility waiting for further transport. But I believe Trump was saying that they're going to hold an election, and he will have, or the United States will have
They
full
just
occupation.
Google search Nicolas Maduro on the USS Iwo Jima. So they flew him out of Venezuela, landed him on the USS Iwo Jima, where then from there he's either en route or he's at New York City now, right?
He's in New York right now.
That photo right there.
It's hilarious.
So there
Click
he
the
is.
big.
Let's take a look at this anti-capitalist here. This communist anti-capitalist in Nike sweatsuit.
Those are
So-
100% Bluetooth headphones. They have
So
to be playing
this
something.
photo is cropped. There is a full body shot where he's
Yeah, it is
actually
in his
got the
sweatpants
matching
and everything.
He's got the matching sweatpants. They got the headphones on him so he can't hear crap. They got the freaking blinder on him. So as you can see, we can afford more than just a bag over the head. We give him a proper blinder.
What is
so.
that thing around his neck?
I think it's the seatbelt.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
the
the
seatbelt?
harness.
Oh yeah, that's a harness. Yeah, that's a harness coming over his shoulders.
They
just
had to
stuck
baby
underneath
strap
it.
him in.
And the funny thing is
I bet
he
you one of
said,
the guys accidentally cinched it up a little tight around the groin.
Yeah, probably.
because I don't know, like I think it was a couple months ago.
Oh,
He said,
there it is.
There's the full body shot.
He said, "Oh, you guys can't touch me here in Venezuela. Yeah, we can go anywhere we want."
So John,
we
you were
wanted
just
to.
saying before the show though about the anti-air systems.
Yeah.
Let's talk about mention that real quick.
So it's funny because Venezuela was gifted Russia's
The
anti-air.
S-400 anti-air system.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be one of the best in the world, and we defeated it in 11 minutes.
So there have been 7 countries.
well, 11 minutes is how long it took us to get them out of there, right?
no, that's
11 minutes
to take down all air defense systems.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Damn.
before we went in to get them, we bombed a whole bunch of places. We went in and everyone, of course, as you read the news is like, you bombed fishing huts, you bombed this, you bombed this. Every single place we bombed was disguised as like where they repair
Villages
boats,
or-
villages, things that
Have
look.
military installations around them.
They
Kind
no,
of
they
like
were
Gaza,
under.
they like to put their weapons caches under hospitals.
Well,
and
so
schools.
Yeah.
they would disguise it as like just like civilian things, but we have some of the best satellites in the world, so we're like, yeah,
Well,
that's
it's more
military.
than just
That's-
satellites.
Well,
we have
it's not-
the intelligence gathering.
Yeah,
on
that too.
Infrastructure.
But we
have.
bombed that. We bombed. We hit everything. And,
Would you quit playing with the gun again? Good grief.
I
If it's
bumped
not
it.
him, it's me.
Okay? In 11 minutes, we took down everything of theirs that was a threat to us. Went in there, captured this. son
Okay,
of
if
a
it,
gun.
if let's be honest, if we took it down in 11 minutes, it really wasn't a threat to us.
Yeah.
So
Well, you got to remember, it,
Now, I'll
it could have
give-
been, but we know about it, and that's the thing
to
is that they
give
would
Russia
have.
credit, it's not Russians operating this equipment.
oh no,
If Russians were operating the equipment and they had Russian support, it probably
It would go
have
down
been a
faster.
little better. I would argue it would be done better because it's their own equipment, their own
They
people.
would be able to run it
So-
probably better.
no,
than.
it is renowned throughout the world that the S-400 air defense system is absolute garbage. Like nothing beats.
And if it is their best system,
it is
well,
their best system.
if
that
it's
they
their
have.
best system, this also serves a dual purpose of not only getting Maduro and taking him out of power, but also it serves a notice to Russia that your air defense
Your
system
systems suck.
cannot handle what we're prepared to throw out.
Did you see
figure
somebody-
Ukraine would do that itself? but-
Ukraine's such a joke. Okay, you know that's just smuggling money, drugs, and child trafficking. That's the whole
no,
reason for the war.
Mm-hmm.
But Zelensky on that was like, well, if you did it to Venezuela's president, why don't you go in there and do that to Putin? And it's like,
Venezuela
well,
doesn't have nuclear weapons.
yeah, it was like, well, here's the deal. Okay, do not take this as I support Russia and I'm a communist sucker. Okay? Putin did exactly what he said he was going to do when he told NATO.
You know, that
to
is
stop.
a fair point.
He's been very
has
honest.
He has been very straightforward about what he's
Yes.
going to do and what his red lines are, and he's responded to his red
Appropriate.
lines. Unlike Obama, he put the red line in the sand and then did nothing when Putin took Crimea
Yeah.
because he wasn't willing to back up what he had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Putin only started the war because NATO kept doing stupid shit and
Well,
putting
NATO
stuff.
kept trying to induct Ukraine, and that was his biggest threat.
Why?
'cause-
Why do we even have NATO? What was the original purpose of NATO?
Oh, to stop the USSR, which is no longer existent.
The USSR isn't here no more. So
Mhm.
job well done. Just disassemble
Oh
NATO.
no, they can't because remember they make a shit ton of money from the U.S. and take
Well, that's
our
the thing.
arms.
NATO's become a money laundering operation to take money from the U.S. and give it to other countries, and then in conjunction with that, it's transformed from an anti-USSR to an anti-Russia,
Yeah.
which really
But-
sucks because Russia actually tried to join NATO, and I think it was Bill Clinton at the time who actually
They were denied.
wanted to bring it in, and then I guess I don't know. They probably. Some guys in the CIA probably showed them a picture of JFK.
Just-
and it's like, hey,
Just
you
so everyone knows, all 3 of us are sound of mind. So
Yes.
probably showed him a picture of JFK, then all of a sudden now Russia doesn't get into NATO. Which, I mean, imagine the powerhouse NATO would be if Russia was in there with the United States.
what would we?
Having our
what would we be
having our-
defending then?
Well, exactly.
We would
That's
be
the only
stopping
thing.
China from being stupid.
That's,
And imagine
that's the thing.
Venezuela would
If-
have not have become a communist country.
If we had accepted Russia into NATO way back then, Russia would be aligned with U.S. interests, which would then be all of us pitted against Chinese interests. Because China already wants to make the West suffer, and Russia, having an ally like Russia, is really the only thing they have going for them. And so we shouldn't push Russia away. Now, we shouldn't just give Ukraine to Russia, but we shouldn't be trying to push Russia away.
Ready for this?
No.
The Russian government is horrible, but the people of Russia hate their government just as much as Americans hate
It's
our
another
own.
Venezuela situation.
It is. And you look at this, and it's great because a lot of these news articles, and I'm sure CNN's one of them, they're saying how horrible President Trump is for doing this. 95% of what I've looked up, the country is extremely grateful for the U.S.
Can we go to the
Let's go to
next
the
one?
next tab. What?
I was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
you were.
they are
So
extremely
we got a photo
happy.
gallery here. So go ahead and scroll down. We'll take a look at the photo gallery. There is some support for Maduro.
I actually
So-
want to ask our neighbor because she's Venezuelan.
Which
I would,
one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's
I
probably
would-
happy.
I would love to ask her.
99.999% of Venezuelans outside of Venezuela left Venezuela because of Maduro. Like, they're all happy. Almost
So-
all of them are happy he's gone.
I was saying before, my father-in-law.
Go ahead and keep scrolling down. Just stop at each photo for a little bit so people can read the bottom of it if they want.
My father-in-law served his mission in Venezuela from 90. I want to say it was 92 to 94.
Okay, so that's why you're saying he has contacts there.
Yes. He has a lot, like, he still has a contact with a lot of his converts, a lot of his, like, companions who were Venezuelan and all that. And he was talking to a lot of them today after all this went down, and all of them that he's talked to was like, thank you, USA. We
Yeah.
have needed this for years.
And it looks like there are some civilian militia groups that are pro-Maduro along with the Maduran police, stuff like
I
that.
can bet you most of those pro people are drug cartels.
They're
and
probably very
tied into the
connected.
cartel.
There's probably a lot of that where it's interconnected. But it looks like majority of the people are happy for the most part, and there are opposition leaders who are trying to take advantage of this moment to be able to secure authority and control.
See, now
over
I feel bad
Venezuela.
for that. Like, so when you read it, her home was damaged in the explosion.
Yeah.
Shockwaves do damage. It wasn't the main target. Shockwaves.
Well, it's shockwaves,
Any-
but even the explosions can send large chunks of
shrapnel,
shrapnel out
things like
that
that.
can
any
damage people's
bets,
homes.
any bets that she's going to be compensated for that, and anyone else that was affected?
Oh yeah, most likely we'll probably go in there, the
I
CIA
wouldn't
or
be surprised
somebody.
if they'll find a way to help some of these people out.
Mhm.
Granted, she'll probably just be compensated.
Was it?
Just
How
from
long has he
Maduro
been in
being
power?
gone. A long time.
Too long.
16 or longer than that?
Maybe
'Cause-
16 years.
No, 2016 is when their
2016?
2016 is when their country collapsed, or is that when we tried to run the coup against him and it failed?
I don't remember.
Because we did a coup that didn't have enough backing. If you
I don't
remember
remember,
that,
honestly.
we did a
But
coup.
so,
We sponsored a
scroll
coup
up.
and it just didn't have
Scroll
enough.
up. Okay, yeah, so that's one of the militias that's
He's
pro-Maduro.
He's been president since 2013.
Scroll down.
Okay. And their country collapsed in
So,
2016.
Here's some
we tried to start
Venezuelans
a
that believe these
coup.
guys are here in the U.S. because why else would they be flying the American flag? They're happy about it. Keep scrolling down.
You would be surprised at how many people outside of the United States would fly American flags. And that's coming from that's coming from my time in the Dominican Republic.
There's a lot of people outside the U.S. who love us.
And a lot of people who hate us. But
Oh, there's a
they're
lot
haters.
of people who hate us too. Keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Let's get back to the Venezuelans. So there's some Venezuelans watching Trump's address. Keep going down.
Er gente.
Keep going. There we go. There's Maduro again. Look at that. Beautiful mugshot. All right, continue.
He looks like
this
he
is
just
funny,
like we
okay,
woke him
right
up
here.
in the middle of the night like
This is funny. It's like this is in the streets of Venezuela. That is by far the gayest Venezuelan probably in the whole country.
You want to know what that that sign says?
yeah, it says
Yeah,
right
go
there
ahead and read
Las
it to us.
Venezuela.
That's not what that.
No.
They're missing quite a bit of the translation.
Yeah,
there.
no,
What is
you
it?
give us the translation.
So por fin is finally. Sábado is Saturday. So finally, Saturday, the 3rd of January, Venezuela is free.
Hell yeah, dude. They look
Now,
so happy. Look at the partying
I
in the
have to
streets,
dispute
man.
because freedom is not an event; it's a process.
Oh yeah.
It took 10 years for us to win the Revolutionary War. We had to maintain that conflict the whole time. And these guys, this is effectively, this would be like their July 4th.
Yeah.
It's the start of their process, but they can have this freedom if they can keep it.
Yes.
You got to remember
gonna
they
have to
had this
fight for
freedom.
it
They
every
were
day.
the second richest country in the
I know.
world.
They used, and there are people still in Venezuela, the elderly, who remember those times.
And so they're going to have an easier time rebuilding
Mhm.
if they can keep that up.
And then
Unless it's like Nepal. You know Nepal's situation, right?
No, I don't.
So they fought
So
for independence,
the
got a two-party system. The two parties merged into one system, became corrupt. They overthrew it. The Gen Zs overthrew it.
just
gosh.
just barely, right?
Just barely.
That's what-
That was
just
earlier
barely
to 2025.
Yeah.
And so as long as that doesn't happen with them again,
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
yeah, day 3 and we're already kicking it off with some great news.
I know,
So
right?
go back to that picture. Just again, from my experience outside of the U.S., these two guys right here is your standard typical Latin dress. If they're not dressed like the guy in the ball cap, they are dressed like this guy in the fishnet.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's so hot that most of your
Okay,
teenagers
to
and
be
20-year-olds dress in
To
fishnets.
be fair, he may not actually be gay. Our gays
Most
in the
aren't.
U.S. dress in fishnet. To be fair, it's so hot there, fishnet's just proper attire.
Yeah. It is
You know,
so
actually,
hot and
cold
humid.
weather-
I did forget about how, because I've been to Guatemala and Mexico, and so I've been down there in that heat. So I get that. I do get why they would.
Do you know most of our military's cold weather gear and extreme cold weather gear for outdoorsmen are mesh undershirts like that?
Hmm.
Is it they're made out of a different material, of course, but it's
They're meant to breathe.
but
They're
it
meant for
is
breathing.
meant to breathe so you don't sweat.
Okay,
your-
that makes
your butt
sense.
off. Yeah.
All right,
So-
let's go ahead and keep scrolling down. There's more photos of Venezuelans
She's
celebrating.
happy.
She's got a green tongue.
Yeah, she probably was just having something to eat just before that.
She probably was. Like, they're probably partying it up. They can finally actually possibly get food and all this other
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Like,
Not having to pay for a loaf of
Venezuelans
bread
will
with
be
a
able to
wheelbarrow.
eat more than just rabbit.
Yeah.
Don't you love, though, how when countries go poor, there's a period where they eat, like, some of the most exotic food? And that's a period when they get so hungry they start eating their zoo animals.
Can we take a second to appreciate this girl's shirt?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Trump was shot. That's the assassination attempt on Trump. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that when I was going through these photos earlier. That's freaking
oh my
awesome.
gosh.
Let's see.
She's probably Venezuelan, and she's probably the most hardcore Trump supporter in the U.S. right now.
Yeah, she's 100% in the U.S. because she's in the Cuban cuisine. Or outside Versailles, Cuban cuisine in
Okay.
Miami.
Well, like before, we were talking about most of them, as we've talked about, as we've gone in and made countries better, or countries have gotten better on their own. Most of the people who have immigrated here go back
So we have to
because
be
they want their
Well, I
culture. They
mentioned
want
that
their.
before the show
Mhm.
with El Salvador before you got here. The El Salvadorian president cleaned it up, kicked out the cartels, basically made it a kind of death sentence, a life sentence to even be associated with the cartels. The crime rate dropped to the lowest almost the lowest, I think, in the Western Hemisphere.
Mhm.
Oh,
And now all of a sudden, I even heard from El Salvadorians here in Utah that they want to go back to El Salvador now because they prefer El Salvador. It's their country, it's their culture, it's their people, it's their family.
they
it's
cook
their
great
home.
food.
And now all of a sudden, it's actually livable for them. They want to go back
It's
to El
safe, huh?
Salvador.
Yeah.
And
Can
it's
we
like,
keep
great,
scrolling down on this?
that's immigrants leaving, and yet, ironically, those are some of the immigrants we want to keep, but
And
they're the ones
Peach.
going back to their home country.
Oh, they're standing outside of Mar-a-Lago. They want to impeach Trump.
Oh, yeah. Well, it
Nah.
looks like these
They're
two are
mad.
yelling. So it looks like we're at the pro-Trump side yelling at the anti-Trump side.
Yep.
Well, of course.
They're- People are mad.
And then they're probably yelling back too. It's whatever. It's just a protest.
Mhm.
It looks like that's one of the pro-Maduro guys, most likely.
Let's see. Venezuela national
Yeah,
flag outside
yeah.
the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
Mexico City.
Oh.
pro-communist
Yeah, that's one of the communists. That's why he's covering his face, because he knows now
because he's a coward.
he knows now that he's
Well,
not in a good position in
he's in-
Venezuela.
Yeah. He's like,
He's in Mexico City.
yeah, he knows he's not
Oh,
in a good
okay.
spot though.
So
You
he's
gotta
just
remember,
he's
you're-
in a spot where he
could get away with it.
He could get away with it because those people in Mexico don't really care about Venezuela.
And he bets he's tied in with the Venezuelan drug cartel.
Most likely.
That's based in Mexico.
Yeah.
And what is that? Tren de Aragua, I believe.
Something like that.
I think it's Tren de Aragua.
She's mad at America for doing what we're doing.
She's graffitiing the American embassy wall, the wall outside it.
I'm just reading the...
Oh, you're reading the graffiti?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Let's see.
Oh, I see Yankees. There's some English stuff. Hey, you know what? If you want to insult us, come up with something better than Yankees, because we take that as a compliment now.
Do you see my hat?
Hey,
I'm not a Yankee. Damn
we're
it.
talking about Yankee as an American.
Not the baseball
concept,
team.
Not the baseball team.
Okay. We're talking about Yankee Doodle went to town.
I know.
Come on now.
I know. So
we're talking about what the Yankees were named after. The American.
Yeah. Going from top left to right, so you got fire, muertes, which is like death. Terroristo is
So
right there
fire,
in the handprints.
Fire death would probably be like death by fire. Is what they're trying to say.
I gotta go word by word and then read like their grammar's backwards.
Oh yeah, I know that. So
let's see.
Go ahead.
And all the handprints is terroristas, which would be terrorists. So die by fire terrorists.
Nice.
Okay.
Come up with something better, guys.
I can't read.
This one's in Pirto.
Well, I mean, die by fire terrorists. So die by fire terrorists is kind of just like when we're saying kill it with fire.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's what they're kind of getting at there.
Imperito de America Latina, so import Latin America, terrorist Yankee. It's just a bunch of like just slander against America is all that
If
is.
it's saying import the Latina, then I'm okay with it, but the Latinos they gotta say.
So it does say Latina.
Because what is it? It's what's his name?
Grab me a punch.
Alex Stein.
One should be right in the door.
You guys know
Right
Alex. Heard of Alex Stein, right? He's got that. He goes on about having a crush. He's the conservative having a crush on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez because he likes those big booty Latinos.
I haven't heard that.
Who's this? Your buddy just sent me that. I don't know who that is. Is that supposed to be a meme or?
There's
it's about Venezuela. Who is
Marco
that?
Rubio, I believe, has Venezuelan descent. That's Marco Rubio. He's one of our U.S. senators.
Oh, really?
He's American citizen. He's pure blood American.
Hold on. Go back to the
But
planes.
he does have Venezuelan ancestry.
Look at all those F-22s. Isn't that great?
Are those 22s?
Those are 22s.
Those are 22s.
They got the glass cockpits, or the gold cockpit. So those are all 22s. With, what is that, a C?
And that's at Puerto Rico, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's where we launched out of last night.
Oh, okay. That makes
on the
sense.
3rd. Was
Is that
that yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
the
last
4th.
night. That was right at midnight, when everything was
so
going
they
down.
launched last night, took care of that stuff, and then
Got it
early
back
this
here.
morning at our time
Isn't that just
Eastern
beautiful?
time.
Isn't that a C4?
I don't know.
It's
no,
a
it
cargo
looks small.
plane.
That's not a C-130, is it?
No. That could be. That's prop, so it could be a C-130. Just
Because
a
it's
cargo.
way too small to be the C-5 Galaxy.
Let's
It's not
scroll
the
down
Galaxy,
here.
I know
There's
that.
There's a couple of
Because
them.
the C-5 Galaxy, if you don't know,
Pretty
can
huge.
fit the fuselage of the C-130.
Okay, let's keep
So,
scrolling down
inside-
here. We got
oh.
a lot. Yay, happy.
They had the Guatemalan flag there too.
Oh, scroll up?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
That's
both.
Guatemala.
Yeah.
I've got that flag over there.
I've had companions from both.
I have every flag
Keep
of every
scrolling.
country I've been to, and I would still need to actually collect all the flags of every state I've been to.
Who's this guy?
I don't know.
Minister Freddie Nanez raises his fist as he leaves the vice president's office in Caracas.
Is he like happy or is he mad?
He's the vice president, so he's probably pissed.
He's probably scared for his
No,
life.
that's
too.
not the vice president. That's the Venezuelan communications minister.
Still probably
he's
pissed.
leaving the vice president's office when he's doing that.
Probably pissed.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Those guys are
Let's
pissed.
try not to cuss, I guess. Don't need my
Yeah,
mom. Don't need my
language.
mom texting me in the middle of the live stream.
Yeah, I've noticed it's mainly people outside of the
So
U.S.
these
that
guys
have
are in
fled.
front of Mar-a-Lago and they're super happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably because they came here to get away from all the horrible stuff that was going on.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, hey. Heck yeah.
Just need a little bit of yellow on there, and the hat will match the flags a little better.
Yeah.
No, we don't need yellow. No.
Keep
What?
scrolling down.
I mean,
We got a
look,
lot to talk
Trump,
about today,
Trump
guys.
can't be president for a third term in the U.S., but he could go for a first term in Venezuela.
You notice? You notice it's a lot of the younger generation
Oh, yeah.
celebrating his. Is because they're realizing
it's probably the young generation and then the really old part generation that remembers before Maduro and all that.
and then them telling their grandkids about it, and then being like, "We want freedom. We want this free stuff." So crazy news. I mean, I say we go on to what's the next article?
Let's hit
Same
up that
thing?
next article. I think here
Oh
we
no!
go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here's
man. That's a subject change and a half.
It is a hard segue, but we'll take it as hard as we can get it. And that's what she said.
No, I was
my
waiting for
goodness
that.
gracious.
All right, Minnesota Somali-run daycare bizarrely.
Minnesota has
Scroll
been
up.
in the news a
Scroll
lot.
up. There we go. Oh, and
Did you watch their governor today? His interview.
No.
He was so.
So
retarded.
I
I'll
was-
quickly
I
go
was
through the
working all day
headline.
today. I couldn't
Minnesota
watch that.
Somali-run daycare bizarrely reports their documents were stolen in mysterious break-in, but cops tell a different story. The cops really just say that nothing was initially reported as being stolen, and then they came and told them later that the documents were stolen, conveniently.
Racism has no place in daycare.
That
Well, how
lady-
about you
oh,
steal?
man.
How about you stop stealing millions
Okay,
from the American
here's
people?
the thing. These guys have been committing fraud, and I'll get to why I believe the whole break-in story has been staged, and it's because of the evidence. But
That-
everyone in that picture,
Is that
I
guy's
would
again getting
argue,
tired?
I would argue everyone in that picture is aiding and abetting in the commission or the cover-up of a felony.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. The dude in the Adidas jacket had his sign a little too high up in the frame, so it looked like he was doing the whole Black Lives Matter
Oh,
fist. I'm like, is that guy's hand getting tired doing that this whole time, or?
I mean, if he served in the military at some point, then probably not.
Oh,
He's
that's
used to just
sad
holding a
news.
position for a long period of time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and scroll down. Let's get into the article.
That's
We got
very sad
quite a
news. Did you read that
few
one
tabs
before he
open
passed
on
away?
this. I think I skipped a lot of this. Scroll down. Unless, for some reason, my highlights.
It
didn't
ain't
pop up.
racism when it's true. Look at Tim Waltz down there. Look at him.
He ain't
He's
happy.
so stupid.
So let's keep scrolling down. So the break-in happened sometime. Apparently, my highlights aren't showing up for some reason.
How
So,
could you?
I
You
know.
failed on your job.
Well, I highlighted them. For some reason, it's failing to show up. All right. So a few points on this is a bunch of vandalism that was committed by a supposed intruder into the daycare. This is one of the points which, I mean, I won't deny, kind of an interesting spot to hide your money. I mean, for them to go damage without any real reason. I mean, I don't understand why someone would break in and just damage holes in the wall of a business when
yeah.
realistically, I mean, if you're breaking in, you're looking for goods.
Yeah.
Realistically, you're
A
looking
safe
for
or
goods,
somewhere,
safe,
like-
something like that.
People haven't,
Typically, you hide your important stuff in a safe.
people haven't
Granted,
hid money
they probably
behind walls in a
these
long
probably
time.
have hid these people probably did hide their money in the wall. I mean, if you're really being honest about it. I mean, as I said earlier before the show, the Somalis have a lot in common with the royal family, and that's mostly inbreeding.
Mm-hmm.
They keep it in the family. I think it's like the most inbred country in Africa.
I was gonna say not the world, but yeah.
All right, let's keep scrolling. Yeah, that's
not
Alabama.
I know it's not Alabama. It's West Virginia.
No, I said
They had
Alabama too, but it's West Virginia.
West
It's
Virginia
the worst.
had the family that was so inbred they turned blue.
Holy shit!
That's actually a people too. So it's oh my
All right.
goodness. We can go
So let's
into
keep
that.
scrolling down.
We
They
can
got
go into
more-
that a
I
different
believe there's
day.
more photos. So there's just a lot of damage, and then they claim that they stole files. I think the only picture showing the office itself was actually the picture of the door from the office.
That
was
looks like
broken
such
into.
a happy day center, dude.
That looks
Daycare.
like it's in a strip mall right next
Yeah,
to
it
like
does.
an urgent
It is,
care.
Yeah,
actually.
it does. It looks.
They actually share walls with apparently a Family Dollar.
What the hell?
Yep. Well,
What?
this is the part that confuses me.
So
Okay.
how does this strip mall work? You got daycare, Family Dollar, urgent care?
I mean, that'd be great if you have a daycare.
It's a
one-stop
shop.
It's a one-stop shop right there. All right, keep scrolling down. Let's see if there's any other photos.
That's
so some of the,
everything.
all right, so
That
hit the
is
next
everything.
tab. So some of
It's
these
still
photos
on
don't
the
make
same
sense.
subject, by the way.
So this is so I heard.
Scroll
I
up all the
listened
way.
to the video. Scroll down.
Okay.
No, go
Sorry,
to the
I was
top.
just curious
It's
if
not-
there's anything else.
Yeah, I mostly pulled up this article just to show this.
Okay.
So I had watched a video, you can find it online, where the Somali woman who was there, who either works at daycare or whatnot, she was there with the press, and they were explaining how this is where they came into the daycare. First of all, that's a really tiny hole to be able to get through if you're breaking into daycare. Hold on. Second of all, from what I understand, that I've seen other photos that show it better.
Excuse me.
That backside is wood, and there's another photo from the other side of that wall where there's a board covering a hole. And from what I understand, that's inside the Family Dollar. So first of all, it's like they said they never said they got into the Family Dollar. First of all. So it's like there's no damage to get into the Family Dollar from what I can tell. There's no news about damage to the Family Dollar besides that hole from this side of it. Secondly, you got that hole, very small area on the top for you to be able to squeeze through that. Small, could get through that, so that's understandable.
I would have
mostly from the malnourishment because they're so small.
Not like
Secondly, I got some more on this. Secondly, look at the freaking cut. This did not happen from the far side. This happened from inside this room. That's what happened. I'm making that definitive statement because look at the cut. So, babe, wave the cursor there at the top of the drywall at the top of the cinder block on the right hand side. Yep, right there. So from that point down, that is a nice clean cut. And if you notice, that cut at the top part of that is angled to where it would make sense if you're cutting from the far side into this hole. When you get down below that cinder block there, that cut, the angle changes and it's more straight in line. The only way you're making that with how little room that is from this side. There's not enough room for your hand and the knife on the back side of that wall. Period. You can't make that cut from that back side of the wall. It has to be from inside the room.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I go off?
I went on my rant.
Can I go off now?
Yes, go off on your rant.
Okay, so I worked construction pretty much my entire life. Raised as a plumber, worked construction for 3-4 years afterwards when I got home off my
He
mission.
lays pipe for a living.
I did not. That's Kyle's job.
Yeah, more pipe at work than at home, I guess.
So
That's
Oh my gosh!
That's
Shut
the life
up.
there are two things that scream at me in this picture. One, how in the devil do you make a cut under, like, past the cinder wall line from inside the wall?
Exactly what I just said, yeah.
And two, that stud right there does not come up to code.
What
How-
stud?
See that metal stud right
Oh,
there?
the metal. Well, that's it looks to me like a horizontal bracer, which doesn't even make any sense to me at all.
That's not a thing. You can't do that with steel studs.
Yeah.
They have specifically made horizontal studs that span between steel studs.
Yeah.
That right there is
Is
illegal
not.
throughout the United States.
Really?
Yes. And the way that's bent, it looks like they bent it to get it into the hole. Studs go up and down. They don't go side to side,
Yeah.
especially metal
And
studs.
I've seen horizontal bracers for stuff, but I've never worked with the metal studs.
Yeah,
I've only worked with
that
with
right
wood
there
studs.
is not a thing.
Yeah.
I
So-
just want to say I could barely fit into that hole.
Yeah. I
And
know.
I've canyoneered and I've gone into holes extremely miserable.
There are
and
so
tight.
many jokes.
Don't
I can be
do
saying
it.
right now. I'm
Just
not
shut
gonna
up,
say 'em.
okay? Shut up.
I'm sorry.
But that just
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
it just
terrible.
doesn't add up.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
doesn't-
add up. This one being the entry point itself is the biggest concern.
And they said they entered from the Family Dollar into the daycare?
well, that's where that hole apparently leads, from what I understand. Because
To
the other
daycare?
to that other right now, you're in the daycare,
And
Oh, and it
and you're
leads
looking
to
for that.
the
and that
family.
that's what I understand, and it doesn't make any sense because I never heard anything about them actually making it inside the Family Dollar, which I assume, like any reasonable daycare, would have security cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
as well, the piece of sheetrock underneath the metal stud, that's a factory edge. There are two factory edges on that piece of sheetrock right there. The one on the right-hand side underneath the stud has paper along the side of it.
Yeah.
and the one facing us is a clean factory cut as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you look at that picture right there, there's only one factory edge. There's not two.
And it's not even on the wall.
Well, it's in the joint right there. You see how, like, right here?
Oh, yeah, right there where the joint was broken. Yeah.
Right there where the joint was broke. That was a factory edge where there was
Well,
tape.
I got a question. Why is there... I don't even see the stud there, so why is there a freaking drywall joint right there?
Because it's drywallers. Come on now.
Okay, first of all, we need to actually... outside of the Somali fraud, maybe this entire building needs to be investigated about actually standing up to code.
Come into my house. Come into my house and look at my ceiling by the intake vent. They didn't put any braces there, and the drywall is coming down because it's not attached to anything.
Floating walls are a no-no.
And they let it go, and now I gotta rip it down and put something there.
At least according to Utah code. Floating walls are a no-no.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't care. Come on now.
All right, well...
What else do we have about this stuff, guys?
All right, so let's go back to the last article real quick and scroll up to the top. Let's take a look at this guy. So you got this Joker here at the very top. That guy right there.
The glasses
Scroll
dude.
up more.
Glasses
Scroll up
guy.
more to the video. There we go.
Did you have the lady that the Somali lady that was like, fraud is bad?
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
seen that
I
video?
haven't brought that up.
Oh my goodness,
that's
that
freaking
video is so hilarious.
And then she can't talk anymore
It
now that
is,
she
she's
said
like,
fraud. We know fraud is bad. Oh, wait, I just said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
So this guy's glasses, I've seen a bunch online about this glasses.
So,
some claiming it's not true, some claiming it's true.
Who is this guy? Is he the daycare
From
owner?
what I understand, this is the manager of the daycare.
Okay.
Dude, he looks like he's 21.
No, I would say he looks like he's 18.
He looks like the kid that got shoved into lockers in junior high.
Okay. Besides the fact that he looks so young, I can see what you're saying. Yes, he does look like one of the kids that got shoved into a lot of lockers. On that note, I feel bad for him. I understand that feeling.
Then he's wearing a Yankees hat, so.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we got you here hating on the Yankees. The best team ever. I mean,
Ready for this? Ready for this? Just to piss both of you off?
What?
Baseball, football, and all sports are overrated.
Well, I agree with that, actually.
I mean, I won't doubt that, but still.
So,
I gotta
do something great with your
so-
life and do something else.
So we looked at his glasses there for a minute, and there are some markings. I've seen other photos of it, so I looked around and I was able to find a brand. So hit that second tab
no child
over.
care
Second
equals
tab
no.
over. That one there. So I saw claims that it was $2,400 a pair. I saw claims that this was a lie. I saw claims it was cheaper, but this is what I found when I was searching.
For
it's
his
the Chrome
glasses?
Hearts brand. I was looking on the Chrome Hearts website, which didn't have anything. It had just a login set up to be able to get into their stuff. I think it's just a site. The site I found was probably just for distributors, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But $2,400 for this set that is black and it is gold plated.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, how many people working at a daycare actually can afford that stuff? I mean,
I don't know. Daycare prices nowadays?
true. Daycare prices nowadays, maybe the manager, most likely the owner. This guy claims to be the manager. I don't think he's making that much. It's probably the owner that is. If it's a
with the
legitimate
fraud,
daycare.
with all the fraud stuff going on.
With
you
the
know.
fraud on top, I mean, sure, get a couple kids and get some fraud. They're probably making bank after that.
Yeah.
But, so let's get to
Can
the
I
next.
just say,
Yeah, next tab.
with all this fraud going on, I don't think I should have to pay taxes this year. This is where all my damn money's going. Come on now.
Well,
and,
shouldn't
in
we be
Utah,
able to claim all the Somalis in Somalia as
Exactly.
dependents on taxes?
Well, did you see Governor Cox?
On that note, preliminary stuff in the investigation of this, I believe, I can't remember if it was the state or Department of Homeland Security, is any of these funds that have been going overseas, it does not appear that they would have been used for terrorism, at least. So there is that perk. It's actually money being stolen from us that's not being used to kill people for once.
I mean, that's.
That's not.
Did you notice?
For once.
Governor Cox, as soon as this became big, he has ordered an investigation.
Review in Utah.
And it was
And
like, why did you come out and say that before? Because now Trump is saying he wants every state to review it. Governor Cox is
Governor Cox is the raging liberal in the state of Utah
He
under the
is.
conservative banner, but he's only doing it just to play nice with conservatives because
He wants a re-election.
well,
He
this
does.
I don't think this is his first term. I think this is his second term, so he wouldn't be able to run for re-election.
I don't think there's a term limit for Utah
I
governors.
believe there is.
Wasn't
Google
Because
it.
I believe that was the whole debate with Governor Herbert.
I was gonna say, wasn't Herbert in forever?
Well, Herbert was in for less
Governor
than half a term when because he was lieutenant governor. The governor, while he was lieutenant governor, left.
Right here.
at
Here's your
just
answer.
over.
Right there. There is no state-imposed term limit.
That's weird because I remember that being a whole debate with Governor Herbert. So maybe that's something that was
There
Right.
might have been a
Okay,
debate
wait, scroll
that was
up.
going on.
He intends to limit himself.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't
I
believe
I
that.
do not believe that in a heartbeat, especially after everything that he's saying.
Since I apparently am wrong, we need to fix that and put term limits in on governors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can we scroll
Everybody
down?
needs
Can we
to
do the same thing with representatives and senators?
Stop.
It
Go up a
needs to
little
go
bit.
all the way
Right
down
there.
to the very base. Even city councils should be limited
Okay.
to 2 terms. So,
So
that
hit
would
that
be
next tab, babe. Then we're on
8 years because I
one.
think you're in for 4 years.
Well, even if we did senators, that's 12 years that they're in.
Yeah, you should limit it. And I just think it's funny that he's ordered a review.
See, here's
and
my problem.
I'm laughing because I bet you there's fraud here.
I would
Major
prefer
fraud.
not to put term limits on senators and representatives, just because I'd rather see the repeal of the 17th Amendment, or is it 16th? Well, I'd like to see the repeal of both, because one is about being able to tax us directly. That allows them to do the income tax versus previously they couldn't, and the other one made it so senators are elected by popular vote in the state rather than senators being elected by the state legislator. Because the whole point originally of the Senate and the House is the House represents the people. They're elected by the people. They're accountable for their elections from the people. But the Senate was supposed to be, they are selected by the state legislator to represent the state. So the whole concept was state governments in the Senate versus the people in the House. And now they're just both elected by the people, and so they both just serve the interests of the people, so everything gets passed. And there used to be times the Senate couldn't even form a quorum to be able to actually pass any laws just because states didn't select senators. They couldn't agree on senators, and so no states had senators. And that was partly why they passed that amendment, which I'm like, no, we should go back, because if we can't even form a quorum, then clearly the states are very divided on what they even want. So we shouldn't even have the federal government doing anything until the states figure out what the hell they want before we even get the Senate together to figure out what the country needs.
Is this something we need to go into as its own individual thing? Of,
Probably.
What amendments and what laws need to get off the books?
Yeah.
One of the laws in the back of
Probably.
my mind is no ice cream in your back pocket in Salt Lake City. That probably needs to get off the books.
Yeah. All right, so we got off topic.
I'm
Let's
going
get
to
back
do
on
that
topic.
now. I'm going to go up there to Salt Lake and do that and see if I get arrested.
Or it's illegal to throw a snowball in Provo.
Or ride backward.
We need to get
ride.
Ken in office if snowballs are illegal in Provo. All right.
By the way, when that interview, we have a very special interview we just did. You guys need to tune in.
And I do
'cause it was
believe we're the only
phenomenal.
ones who have actually been able to interview him.
Yeah.
So
We got a very
I
special
want to say that's going to be
interview.
about a month out before that comes.
hopefully
Oh, yeah,
not,
good. Because
but
it's
it
a
is
long...
So
what it is.
it's every other week, right? We still got Brandon. We got to do. Then we got him.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
it's a long interview.
Good.
We could
It's an hour long.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a good one.
So continuing on the Somali fraud story, this guy right here, he's LDS, Nick Shirley on the right, that young handsome man.
How do you spell his last name? I'm going to see. what he-
About how it sounds like a woman's name, Shirley.
Right there.
Right there. So Nick Shirley, see if you can find out where he served his mission.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, good, because I want to find out where he served his mission. Maybe we need to see.
It's funny that some 21-year-old is making national news over fraud.
Yeah, so this guy's now got over 1 million subscribers. So he went basically from 0 to hero in 24 hours when he released this.
He actually did a video last year about Utah being a sanctuary state unknowingly to its citizens a little bit.
Yeah.
Or he did some
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There are
Well,
articles-
everybody knows
there
that
are
Governor
articles-
Cox
Oh.
loves
there are articles in the
illegals,
mainstream media here trying to say that's not the case, but it is the case.
It's 100% the case.
It's 100% the case. The evidence has been out for a long time.
What do you got?
If you guys had to guess on where he served his mission, where do you think he served?
Africa.
It is not stateside, I will give you that.
Is it Africa?
It is in this hemisphere.
Dang it! I was
Canada?
really hoping he served in
Mexico?
Somalia
No.
and he's exposing Somalia. All right. This hemisphere.
Yep.
Chile.
Yes, Santiago.
Woo! That was my first guess in this hemisphere. I made it. It's Chile. I feel so bad for him. For 2 years, he had to suffer with flavorless
I
food.
thought that'd be the southern hemisphere, not the northern hemisphere.
Western.
Western hemisphere.
Eastern.
Okay, you did it that way.
I'm happy I guessed that right. That's awesome.
So this guy has been.
Okay, look. He suffered with zero food. Zero edible food because it's all flavorless in Chile. They don't know how. You think British food is bad? Chileans don't know how to season worth of
You
crap. They
can
don't even know what
ask-
salt
You
is.
can
I want
ask
to
your
argue
nephew.
with that.
I
but-
would argue that.
Well, every person I know who knows Chile doesn't
I-
like Chile food.
we
And I
ha-
have a friend who's married to a Chilean girl, and he even says like, yeah, their food's complete
Kyle,
crap.
your
I have to
nephew.
season his wife's food.
Your nephew.
Oh, our nephew here?
Yeah.
Oh, he also served in Chile, and he also says the same thing. He'll just
I lived with a few Chileans, and they had some of the hottest food I've ever
Okay,
ate.
to be fair, those are Chileans who come out of Chile and now have flavor. Okay?
No.
Their food is worse than British food. I will fight to the death.
I'll fight.
Okay, well, guess what?
I'll fight
Guess
you on
what?
that.
Guess what? Guess what? We're not talking about food.
Okay.
We're talking about fraud. If you want to
But
sit there and argue about food, we can do that later.
My point and joke about all this was he just suffered under 2 years of no flavor in his food, and now he's looking for as much spice he can get, and he just went national with his spice.
There you go. That's fair. I can live with that.
All right. But
He's
yeah,
like
so
21
Chile,
then.
that's awesome, though. That's freaking awesome.
Elder, there's something wrong with this picture.
Oh, I know. His shirt's on top?
Yep.
Oh,
He
my
might have
gosh.
just gotten home though,
It
because
is
you got to
tags
remember.
crooked.
You got to. When I got
Well,
home
that is
from
a
my
pocket
mission,
tag.
It's a magnet tag.
it's magnet.
That's
They
a
don't
magnet
do-
tag.
It's
They
magnet.
have magnet tags now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
they've
like,
had them for quite a while.
for
They-
PT.
PT, you can hang them up here now.
Okay, yeah,
you
just
can do all sorts of
I've
things.
never had.
Yeah.
We took our pocket tags and put them here for doing our exercise.
no.
Yeah, no.
So I had a
No,
clip.
we didn't have magnet
I had a
tags.
clip for
Gosh,
mine
you
that would
young
clip on
people
my
here.
suit coat or on my
I-
other coats, and I
so-
could do all sorts of things with it.
we
What
had
year did you serve again?
I served from 2013 to 16.
Okay, so I went 2008, 2010.
So
it's
it
3
technically-
years between
technically-
my end and your start.
Technically, it was 2014. I went at the end.
Yeah, so there's 3 years
13.
between when I got off and you started.
I
'Cause
didn't-
when I first
I didn't
started
have the
my
suit one
mission,
with the pin.
Well,
I-
no, so I still had the thing they gave you in the MTC. So you had the magnet tag,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had that weird little clip with the
Oh,
Like
the,
a
the
clear-
little the
yeah,
clear.
clear
So I guess
thing.
there's 4 kind of tags then.
And I
'Cause
just
when
put
I
the
started-
magnet thing to the clear thing, and that's what I
Okay.
would just do, so that it would just clip and just kind of
so
swing.
when here's a generational thing then, because when I started my mission, my first area I was in, from what I understood from those elders, is that was the first transfer they had a cell phone. Many of the areas I was in, we still had landlines there.
Yeah.
Oh, Pineapple Saber, my dad's best friend, went to Chile and had to eat monkey brains from Chile. Yeah, well.
Oh my goodness, what? Crazy.
My uncle went to Bolivia, and you know the Indiana Jones, the second movie when they bring the monkey head out.
I'd try.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would
Yeah.
try monkey brains.
I would too. Why not?
There's not a lot I wouldn't try.
Clue.
Okay, I will bring you over squid.
Wait, what'd you say, babe?
Clue. They serve monkey brains in
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie Clue.
Oh, yeah.
I will bring over some dried squid from
I've had
Japan.
dried
That's
squid.
disgusting.
I've
How
had
do you
dry
like
squid
that?
from like 3 countries. It's not bad.
That's
I've had it
disgusting.
from China. I've had it from Korea, and I've had it from Japan. I like it all. It's fine.
Yeah, you're weird. Anyway, back to the fraud. Okay,
No, mission stories are fun.
we can do that at the end. Okay, we got
So
an
this guy
hour
came back
left,
from his
and
mission, decided I
tons of
don't
stuff
want to
to talk
stop
about.
being crazy.
We're halfway done.
Well, to be correct, this guy got back from his mission, decided he didn't want to stop going door to door, so started going to all the daycares and exposing fraud.
So instead of
on
going
accident.
to Cutco, he decided to go to Minnesota and discover all the fraud.
Where is he from? Is he from Minnesota?
Check
Scroll
that
down. Let's see.
Right,
Let's see
let's see
where
here.
he's
What
from.
state is he from? So, but yeah, he did do. Maybe he's from here in Utah.
He's from Utah.
Yeah, Utah-based user. So he's from Utah,
Or
actually.
he lives in Utah. He could be from somewhere else.
He's
He could
probably
be,
from
yeah.
Utah if he's based in Utah. I mean, he's probably, but he did expose some of the stuff about
Yeah,
Utah
so
being a
he's-
secret sanctuary state.
Yeah, he went around on
So-
his YouTube channel.
So he had 100,000 subscribers in May of 2024 to 1.3 at the end of 2025.
Gosh damn.
Instant famous over him
Yeah,
drawing.
zero to hero for the Republican Party, basically.
Pretty much.
Here's Charlie Kirk 2.0.
Don't jinx him.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Hey, and also show some.
Let's install it to Charlie Kirk 2.1 so we get rid of
How
the-
about you show a little damn respect and
What?
not bring that up, and we call it good.
Oh, please.
You can't
Okay.
replace Charlie.
No, you won't be able to ever replace Charlie. It's true.
Guy.
But we do need someone to fill the shoes. That's the thing. We
But-
need someone who can communicate with the younger generation to
He's
to
doing
bring
a-
Christianity.
He's doing a pretty
He's
damn good
doing
job.
a pretty damn good
Well,
job
that's
at
what
what
that's
we look
what
at.
we need. We need someone who can fill the shoes
Um,
of Charlie Kirk, even though he'll never be Charlie Kirk.
So he recorded some of these places without children present, still receiving public funds, and that's what caused it to go
Yeah.
viral.
Oh,
Can you scroll
hello.
down a little bit?
Uh,
Look, there he is at a daycare.
Been doing some research.
so
Who's that?
This guy, I believe, has been doing research in that situation.
That guy's
And
been,
that
that
too?
guy there has been helping him.
Yeah, okay, they're helping him get the information and everything he needs.
okay, so some early antics about him.
Okay.
His early antics landed him a brief appearance on Netflix's The Mind Explained,
Who?
This guy.
Nick Shirley.
Yes,
Okay.
surely.
where he joined other viral teens to talk about the teenage brain. When sharing about the experience on social media, Shirley said, quote, "I was selected to be a part of a major Netflix film while sharing the screen with people such as Greta Thunberg.
Gosh.
Seriously, thank you so
Poor
much.
guy.
I'm pumped." End of quote.
You had to deal with Greta Thunberg and you
I'm
came out
sorry.
positive
And
about
you-
it.
and you
you
came
are
out-
a good person.
Kudos for you, Nick.
Oh
Man,
my gosh.
If this video ever reaches you, good job.
I know, right?
Like, kudos, dude.
Yeah, he's doing a great job helping really help people find and uncover the truth.
So that was before his mission.
Yeah, and then he comes home and starts doing this.
So he's someone who's not he's been unaware of the spotlight. He's
been in the
under
content field for a
spotlight before.
while.
Okay. So that's good though too, because it means he has experience doing this, and so it's gonna really. Unlike us, we're just a bunch of jokers on here who don't know what the hell we're doing.
We're in our late 20s.
There is
to
still some duct
early
tape
30s.
holding the show together.
He's-
Early
he-
30s.
He's late 30s,
I'm
man.
late 30s.
I'm trying to give him some credit, okay?
Hell no! He gives you all the time, okay?
You both do, and I'm trying to give you both credit.
I'm old as
well,
hell,
I mean, we are
okay?
millennials. We've had to deal with a lot of crap. We look older than what we really are.
It ages us every day twice as much as any other
Okay,
generation.
the world should have ended 5 times in our lifetime. On top of that, we had at least 3 economic crashes. Okay, we've had a lot of crap to deal with.
Next.
All right, next. Let's hit up the next article. We're done with the Somali pirates.
Well, I do want to just shout
Okay.
out, if you guys haven't checked out his channel,
I am subscribed to it now.
go check him out because he does a dang good job at like talking about this stuff. So kudos to him for being willing to stick his neck out there and to talk about it. And he's actually getting more, I would say, even because we talk about a lot of weird things here on this channel, and we put our opinions out there. He's actually boots on the ground,
Yeah.
life at risk.
No, yeah,
Type deal
that is something to
here.
give credit for.
And it's awesome. So if he ever sees this, I mean, Nick, if you ever see this, kudos to you. Oh my gosh, is this what your friend just sent you?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Oh my gosh.
It's Maduro
just
DJing.
the
It's Maduro
memes, just the
DJing
memes,
from
man.
the USS Evo Jam. That's fine.
Just
All right, what else we got?
All right, let's hit up the next article.
Man, it's cold.
So we're getting
that-
back into some Utah
That's
news
cold.
after we got into the shooting earlier. So 7 laws going into effect on January 1st, 2026. Let's go
Yay,
down.
more marks on our license.
So there are
because,
25 laws going into effect January 1st. 7 of those including changes to alcohol laws, motorcycle operation, and vehicle registration, and more.
I hope that one of these days we'll get a law in the books. For every law passed, we need to delete 2.
No, it needs to be
Agreed.
10. Delete 10.
Well, whatever the
We
deletion
just need to
number is.
eradicate our laws. We got
The
way too
stupid
many.
one that I mean we were talking about before the podcast is the gold star on Utah licenses. You have to have
So
the
that's
The
gold
gold star is an old
star.
one, but we're getting into the
What-
alcohol now.
What
having
even
its own
is
thing.
the gold star on our license? Our licenses.
I feel like it's a
official
part of-
license,
Yeah.
federally
So-
recognized license?
that
It's like
change.
Nazi Germany, like where
So
they're like.
There's
you
a
have to
reason
have
why the star is
specific-
gold.
There's a like that rule changed while I was on my mission, so I had no idea. So when
Yeah.
I got home, I was reissued a license. I'm like,
So if you don't
okay.
have the gold star on your license is fake and you can't do anything.
Basically,
Huh.
it's stupid.
Because, we now have to
All right, so
we legally have
keep
to carry
scrolling
a
down.
license everywhere.
hold on.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
complaining
yeah, here we
about
go.
that.
Sorry,
Oh.
this is the first one.
As a motorcyclist, I need to know this. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
so
any of this.
this law
If I ever
bans
catch
main-
you splitting a lane, I will open my door just to personally hit
So-
you.
Can I get into that real quick on
Yeah.
why that's like important for us to do as motorcyclists? At a stoplight, right?
Nope. That's lane filtering, not lane splitting.
Oh, I won't split. I'll filter.
Yeah, filtering is going to be legal. It's still legal. It's fine.
It's been legal for at least 5 years.
Yeah, this is just the lane splitting and doing wheelies and stuff on highways.
Oh, that okay. Never mind. That's
So
Yeah,
this
no,
is
it's
that's
not what
fine.
you're.
It's making it
no, you're good.
official. It's-
I understand your.
No, yeah, the
what
lane
you're talking-
filter
yeah.
for safety reasons and stuff
Except
like that. I
for
get that.
one time I watched a motorcyclist. He pulled up to me and almost knocked himself off his bike because I got the extended mirrors on the truck. And I was like,
you got the
dude,
antennas.
I was like, dude,
You know what the worst one
like,
is?
watch your head, bro.
You know what the worst one is? The friggin' semis that have the mirrors sticking out
Oh,
so
yeah,
they can
yeah.
see the blind. Like
Oh, see the blind spot?
they stick out right above your visor on your helmet.
Oh god.
I have nailed myself a couple times.
I have to say that.
dang.
You
I
probably
didn't
made the
realize
truck
that.
driver's days.
Hey,
You just
On that
like.
note, get a GoPro on your helmet so we can see that happen the next time.
Oh, so this doesn't have anything to
scroll
do
down
with
to
that.
the next
This is
law,
about the
guys.
splitting and wheelies
Okay.
on highways.
My brain isn't working today.
Yeah, no, you're
I
good.
completely forgot.
Scroll down. So, alcohol law, 100% ID checked and interdicted person. So creates a new category that a person may be placed into if they are convicted of a DUI, and that category, known as an interdicted person, restricts persons from purchasing alcohol. So it's something on your license saying that you're an interdicted person, and you are not allowed to purchase alcohol anymore because you've had too many DUIs.
It's
or
right there. It
if
will
you
say
scroll down-
no. It says your license will now say no alcohol.
Yeah.
On it.
So scroll
That's
down
so
a bit
lame.
so we can see the rest of it.
Oh, that's
So
hold
stop
on.
there. So the designator as interdicted will be required for them to get it on their ID, and that includes language labeling them as an interdicted person, such as no alcohol sale, with text above their picture that says no alcohol sale. Anyone convicted of a DUI may be designated as an interdicted person at the discretion of a judge, but anyone convicted of an extreme DUI must be designated an interdicted person. An extreme DUI is someone when someone is convicted of driving with a blood alcohol content of over 0.16, or if the person has illegal drugs in their bloodstream in addition to alcohol.
So, I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. I do think this is a good thing to get drunk drivers off the road.
Mm-hmm.
But, I guess two things. People are going to do what people are going to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And two, this is almost a violation of the First Amendment. Freedom of expression. If you ban somebody from buying alcohol, they cannot.
Well, here's the thing. Does
like,
the law
be their
only
free
ban
person.
them from buying it but not consuming it? So if it's provided by someone else at a party, maybe they're allowed to? I don't know. Does it only ban them from
I actually get what you're
purchasing?
saying because that's a very fine line of have you crossed the line
This is getting into like
of
government mandated COVID vaccines.
This
Is what that line's crossing.
it could
And
easily
that's really
push
what
over to
the government mandated jabs probably help prepare us for. Was
So
this
government
kind of stuff, to
mandated
be more
jabs.
willing
well, so I was
going to
say illegal drugs because guess what's still illegal here in Utah? Marijuana. How many people are going to lose their license because they smoke a joint for chronic pain or whatever?
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you get pulled
drug
over.
tested, and they have just enough THC in their system to be detected,
Yep.
and now all of a sudden they can't even buy their favorite beer
But they
when
might,
they have no history of drunk driving. Yeah,
Yeah.
babe.
But they might also be considering this now a privilege if the person is a repeat DUI offender.
So
They might just say that you're not going to get it anymore because we can't trust you on the road. You're going to drink it and then drive, and you're going to kill someone.
put them in the prison system.
Yeah,
So
that's. I mean,
If you're gonna
this
take
is
it away
where
from the
there's-
prison
If
system.
they're
Yeah.
that bad, just get them off the road
They
and off
should
the
Yeah.
streets
be in
entirely.
jail in the first place. And so I get what you're saying.
I'd
I
like
Because
do-
it's a very, very thin line. Like,
you know where this line was created? With
It-
seatbelt
it's-
laws.
That's true.
seatbelt laws are the stupidest. I mean, I can
When the
sit there and
government
argue.
When the government can mandate your own personal safety, that's where the line
Well,
is
here's the
crossed.
thing about Utah, though, too. Utah, our vehicle is considered our place of habitation. And they are effectively, with the seatbelt law, telling you what you can and cannot do, or what you must
You
do
should
inside
bring-
what is legally considered your place of habitation.
We should bring our highway patrolman on because I've had some good talks with him about this, and he's like, "Oh, I've seen a lot of bad wrecks and everything," and it's like, "Well, cool."
And I understand.
I understand that, but guess what? It is now. He did bring up a good point. Okay, is because I was like, "Well, cool. It's my own life. If I want to put my own life at a risk," and he's like, "Yeah, but what happens when your body leaves your vehicle, slams into somebody else's vehicle, and hurts them?"
So there's
and
that.
you're
There's also the
like-
mental health of the EMTs that come on site and like all that kind of
But-
stuff.
Okay, to be fair, they signed up for it.
They did. I'm sorry. You do
To be
sign
fair,
up.
you
You
sign up as an
for.
EMT. You are signing up to see some pretty dark
Messed
and
up.
messed
I
up
think you
crap.
had that car accident and 2 or 3 teens got thrown from the car and at least one died.
Yeah.
So I
understand
get what you're
why
saying.
they want us to wear the seatbelts, but it is a fair point to make, though. They're only intruding more with more and more regulations. And at what point does this stop? And we all know this is how they do it. They always start with small things and move
Well, ready for
up
this?
and move
Who's
up
this
into more
pineapple saber? Is this anybody we know?
This is the one I just showed you. The one that sent you something as well.
Oh, it's your friend?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. So I'm gonna comment on your post here from Rumble real quick. I believe that's illegal personally, because we
So the
our
bill
laws,
technically under
our
the bill of
rights,
rights the bill of rights is a God given
yeah,
right.
our
and you
rights
can't take
can't be
those
taken
away.
away, and so it's a very.
Here's-
I am very anti everything that is even close to taking away people's rights, because I'm sorry to say, yeah, I get people do like crazy things and they deserve to like have punishments. Like I think I've mentioned it before. I know somebody who I do not like him at all. Don't take this as that I like him. He did some very horrible things, and he got his gun rights taken away. And the things he did were horrible, and he should be in jail and in prison and all this stuff. His right to own a gun, he didn't do any prison time or anything. His right to own a gun should have never been taken away.
If we can't, if the U.S. government or we as the people cannot trust you with your gun rights, you should just be in the prison system
Yeah,
regardless.
you should be in jail.
Well,
and
that's the thing though too. Is I personally know 2 people. Both of them aren't able to own guns anymore, and both of them are by far. If you meet them, you would say that these are probably some of the most dedicated members of the church to today. And that's how far they've gone from being where they were to coming back and living a good life. And one of them will never be able to own firearms again, even
it's
under
not okay.
Utah laws, because it would require him to receive a presidential pardon to be able to actually own guns again.
Well, they did like
They did
We don't need
really
to get into what they did.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what they got into, but they did really bad things. But their life is nothing like what they were before.
What they were.
And they are people I would say should be able to have their gun
Yeah,
rights
so
back.
they're in jail. That's why they don't have rights. And that's what we're saying is these people, this is laws about people who are out and free that can now be affected by things. Is if you're that bad that you lose your right to do stuff,
Yeah, this
you should be in jail.
this is
There
talking
shouldn't
about
be,
the category of people called interdicted person, not incarcerated person.
Yeah, is just
So,
to answer, like, I
incarcerated,
get
they're
what you're
in
saying.
jail, that's a different story. These
Like that-
interdicted persons are out in public. They have all their normal rights for the most part. But now all of a sudden they can't buy alcohol.
Well, you read his.
No, I do-
You read his thing, right?
That last one I didn't get
Yeah,
fully
so
because Christy
he-
took it off the screen
so
too fast.
what he was saying is that people in jail don't have rights, and it's like, yeah, they are so bad that they
Well,
don't get
that's
their
not
rights. They're
true.
in their jail.
That's actually not true. They do
Most
have
inmates-
they do have rights. They have actually explicit rights that are protected.
The
And those
inmate-
are for the most part in the Bill of Rights with only a few exceptions.
The inmates in the state of Utah
right
still
to free
vote.
speech. They still have the right to freedom of association. They still have the right to the freedom of religion. They still have the right to an attorney, to the right to remain silent. They still have many rights. So it's not true that them being in prison doesn't mean they have rights, and they do have rights, and that's what
Certain rights.
that's what my brother-in-law, as a defense attorney, I mean, that was what he saw as his greatest mission, is even if someone was guilty, was to make sure that their rights through the process were protected. Their fifth, their fourth, their first, their second.
See, I
Not
just,
second, but...
this is just super dangerous. Like,
All my devil's advocate is this is bordering on the line of, is the government going too far?
Yeah.
And that door was opened up with seatbelt laws.
And-
well, I know
here's the
you.
thing,
If you talk
we
to
know-
any cop, they'll tell you no. It's for your safety.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
Well, here's the thing.
I decide
The
whether
intent,
I'm safe or
John,
not.
The intent is for the public safety, but the reality is it always starts with one small step, and then it's another small, tiny baby step.
You know
And
it's not small steps.
happens. That's how it always happens through history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's like anything like what Nazi Germany did. But I know a person who grew up in Nazi Germany. She knows Nazi Germany. She listened to Adolf Hitler's speeches. Some of them, I think one or two of them live. She's been there, done that, and she's seen it. And it always
And this
starts.
is how it starts.
No matter what, any type of government oppression, whether it comes from the left or from the right, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Always starts with tiny steps towards that direction.
They get their pinky toe in the door, and it only opens wider from there.
Well, see, my whole thing with the illegal drugs is Utah. I mean, I was chastised for using CBD. Okay? It doesn't really work on me. I have too fast of a metabolism. But I tried some. But hell, with this new law, if I get
Logan,
pulled over,
will you grab me a water?
Yeah.
if I get pulled over, it's technically illegal unless you have a license.
Yeah.
So
By the way, you don't know when I had that, so statute of limitations for new law officers here. So bug off. But it's the you're very close to jumping over a line that was already violated. I mean, we've had our lines violated multiple times. You can even look at our gun laws, the machine gun ban in the 80s. Okay.
no, the 30s.
Well, it came back because you had all the people from the war in World War II that brought home their guns. Okay, and then Bill Clinton was like, "Hey, you guys can't own this. You can't."
So
The reiteration of things. You
you're-
have all these oversteps of lines and cited their whole main thing. That's what you said: public safety. F you. If my neighbor has a machine gun, I want to be able to go buy a machine gun just to be like, you.
Hey,
I have a machine
legally,
gun.
you can own a nuclear weapon. There is a form for registering it on the ATF website.
We don't even want to get into the ATF. They are
You
one
wanna-
of the most. Oh golly!
You want to know a little bit of firearm history I learned the other day?
Sure. What?
You know why the law is for shotguns is 18 inches long and
What?
rifles is 16?
What?
After the war, all your service members were bringing their M1 Grands back. Those M1s were 16-inch long barrels. Those are
Really?
Yeah, military standard for an M1 Grand is 16.
That's short for. I would think that's short for a 30-06.
It's on the shorter end, but it's still functional. Or the carbines, sorry, the M1 carbines
Okay.
are 16-inch long barrels.
okay.
So all you get all these military members bringing these home and taking them home, like just taking
And
them
so
home.
they made that the limit so they could keep their guns.
Yep. Well, shotguns are still 18
Because
inch
they're
minimum.
cowards and they knew that those were the people who could destroy
Yes.
it.
This is just where I've noticed Utah lately has done some very sketchy laws that is all in the name of public safety.
Do we want to see what the other new ones are?
Yeah, let's
Let's
go
keep
into
going
this.
down. So, registering available for 2 years for some vehicles.
Is it going to be triple the freaking pay?
It's going to be double the cost for double the amount of
You
time.
wanna
So
know
it's
how much
literally the same thing, just you don't have to renew it every year. It's every other year.
To register my truck is $165.
Yeah,
That's without the emissions test on it,
yeah.
which
Yours
is dumb.
that cheap? Oh, you lucky sucker.
Mine's a
I know,
17. The EPA
Mine's
standards
14.
were. I know the EPA standards changed from between 14 to 17.
Yeah. So basically, it's just you pay double
That was for a temp
than the
check.
regular amount to be able to have it for 2 years instead of 24 months. What I find really freaking stupid is they just give you 2 tags for 12 months each. It's like, why not just create a 24-month tag for that?
Yeah.
Why not? Why don't you just make a 24-month tag?
Or just
why
give
are
it-
we dicking around with 2 tags?
Not even that. Just give us the sticker for 2 years in advance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all it would have to be.
Yeah.
That's all it would have
Because
to
it's
be.
Utah and the DMV is known here to steal money, okay?
Well, it is the DMV, and that's what
It's
every
the DMV,
state's DMV
okay?
does.
The fact that I have to register my vehicle that I already bought and paid for is already illegal, in my opinion. Goff, they don't need to know what I own. So, what's
All right.
what's some more laws that we can be pissed off?
Healthcare discussions. Or
Boo!
decisions, sorry. So all this is formalizing basically who gets to make decisions when you're not able to make decisions for yourself.
So
basically.
they're arguing what the power of attorney is.
Pretty much, it's really formalizing power of attorney and arguing over what it is. So basically, if you have like a living will, for example, so that way they have a will to go off.
How
of
do
what
I make
you
sure
want.
it's my wife and nobody else?
And then also, then it's just basically like the next closest of kin. So it's like for you, it would be your wife. For me, it would be my wife and whatnot.
Your
Or if the
wife.
wife has
Yeah.
passed away and you're elderly, it's your kids, kind of stuff like that.
It's
I
like order
do
of
my
seniority.
parents. I do my parents. So
But it does expand it to mental health as well. So if you're deemed that you're not able to make decisions
I do not
for
like that.
yourself,
I do not
yeah,
like that.
I know that's
don't-
where it can get very, very touchy and very easily, or much more easily abused.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
if
what
it's
if that-
physical, if you're in a coma, obviously you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to make decisions for yourself. But for mental health, though, it's like
Anyone can claim you're mentally insane and then
Exactly.
take that power of attorney away.
Exactly, and that.
Well, that's why red
Now-
flag laws are so dangerous.
Now
is
that's
because
the
you
thing,
can be
though.
like, I don't like you. You are mentally unstable, Logan.
I know
Give
I
me
am,
your
but-
guns.
So the law does, as you see, the law provides a form that you can use to create an advanced health care directive. Though it is optional, it also includes provisions to allow healthcare provider for a healthcare provider to make healthcare decisions in limited circumstances. It provides limitations on powers for the Advanced Healthcare Directive, and it provides legal immunity to help healthcare professionals attempting to follow the healthcare directive in good faith.
That is horse shit and a half. Doctors should be held responsible, damn it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You should
Oh,
be able-
you know they're not going
You should
to.
be able to go in and sue the individual doctor and not the damn
Here's
hospital.
the problem with the healthcare, with the attempt in good faith to follow the healthcare directive. How do you determine whether or not they were actually acting in good faith? Is it just their word? Like that's the thing. How do you determine that? And then if you have the
they've
whole
got the-
team of doctors there all agreeing that he did it in good faith, then it's like, how do you prove that he did anything wrong intentionally or he did something wrong on accident anyways?
They've
Even
got
then,
their,
they have malpractice insurance if they do something wrong on accident.
they've got their white coat. Like, of course they know better.
Oh, yeah, they love acting like they know better.
All right, let's go on.
Let's go on. Let's get off the
I got
healthcare
30
one.
minutes and I gotta be home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Changes of property taxes, electronic options. So
Boo!
basically,
Few property taxes.
the
What a
biggest
joke.
part of this is the evaluations of your property taxes. So they evaluate your property for how much it's worth, and then tax you off of that. It now mandates two things. One, public hearings on property tax now are mandated to have virtual and electronic options, so you can participate virtually.
Okay.
So that way you don't have
That's
to be there
good.
in person.
Okay.
And it also mandates now an online form for people to appeal the assessment of their property. So
That's good.
So basically it's making it a little bit easier for transparency, but then also making it easier so you don't have to go in person and do the physical paperwork. It's all digital online.
Then
They're
appealing the assessment
This is
of your
probably
property.
all coming after Utah County, Salt Lake County. All these counties have raised their property taxes so
and
much.
Here's where there's another part that's, I guess, kind of nice. It also gives the state tax commission power to take corrective action over county auditors if they are not performing their assessment.
So they can
duties.
override them and say, "Yo, this is wrong."
So
That's
basically,
good.
it gives them the power to come in and be like, "Well, you're obviously over
there's
assessing
But you know
somebody
that they're
there."
not going to do it. Okay.
They probably
Look
won't.
at Provo. Look
but-
at Provo. How much they've screwed up Provo with
Yeah.
taxes and stuff like that.
All right,
Come
scroll
on.
down.
Oh no.
What is this?
Okay.
It's formalizing a process, and it has problems, but it's formalizing a process for financing major sports venues. They have to create, they have to have zoning codes now, basically, for
So-
where major sporting things can be.
I'm pretty sure this is coming from Larry H. Miller. They were going to put in a Major League Baseball stadium in West Jordan,
Okay.
and there was a major issues with it. They couldn't get it zoned right. The loan or the financial, there was financial issues, a whole bunch of different stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's where this is coming from. They were probably lobbying the state to fix it so they could get that done.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's kind of pathetic that we don't have something like this before.
We have a Major League
anyways.
Hockey team.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of pathetic we don't have this formalized, at least, so that way there's a structure to it. Because, hey, if there's a structure to it and they do something wrong, you can challenge it.
Yeah.
So there's a good way, there's an official way to challenge it and also an official way to handle doing it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
This part sucks.
Yep. So it'll allow them to rezone it as like resort communities, stuff like that, and then be able to collect more property tax and sales revenue.
Oh, I know a certain city that's going to take it to extreme.
Oh, this city?
They're going to take extreme
Yeah.
advantage of that.
Oh yeah, there's always government officials who want.
Are we going to get an
destroy
NFL
us.
stadium here in this little town?
Oh, it wouldn't
That
surprise
would be
me.
hilarious, honestly. But we wouldn't be. That's the thing is, some of these cities want this stuff, and they don't have the infrastructure. If we had an NFL stadium in Salem, Utah wouldn't be able to handle that. All of our roads would just be gravel from all the traffic going
Listen,
over it from one
They're already
game.
shit already. Okay?
I know they're already crap already.
Pardon my
How would we
language, but this is
handle- how
pissing
would we
me
handle
off.
that
I went
kind
off
of
on
traffic?
doctors.
All right, let's get out of the major sports.
I
areas
hate-
and scroll down.
Okay, listen, I don't
Oh, that was
hate,
it?
I don't
Cool.
hate the people that like
Go up to the
sports,
top
but
real
I
quick. Oh, wait, no.
personally hate sports.
What's that next tab? I believe that might be it.
Okay, let's do it.
No, it's not. Go up to the top. Scroll up top. Yeah, scroll up to the top real quick.
And we'll touch on these last two subjects
There's
quickly.
something up
Three
there. Scroll
subjects.
down. Stop. I believe there's a link on the 25 laws.
Nope.
Nope, right there. That's it. So you
So
can,
you can click
on the
that,
link.
guys.
So click on the link real quick. Then scroll down a little bit and stop there. You click on the effective date. Click on that. Yep, click on that. All right, so that refreshed it. So if you guys want to go look, you can find the site, scroll down to the bottom of this, and once you're at the bottom, it's all, from the bottom up, it's all the things that are starting or taking effect in 2026.
Oh my gosh, what the
That's
flippin'?
mostly all 2025
That
stuff
was
and
this year.
2024 stuff.
All right, let's
These
see.
bottom 25 are all 2026 January 1st. So there's some of the ones we saw. There's other ones.
What does cosmetology have to modify?
Don't
Remember,
freaking ask
they just
me.
want your money, Logan.
That's horseshit
It's
is what that
probably
is.
how it's probably them being able to raise the fees. on it.
Watercraft amendments?
Yep, dude.
Did you know I have to register my kayak to
Hey.
take it out onto
Uh-huh.
the freaking damn lake?
To be fair, we do have more boats per capita than Hawaii.
We got Lake Powell, baby.
That commercial wind and solar initiative is going to destroy Delta.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
There's a meta center going out in Delta as well as a solar farm. Each one of those raises the average temperature 10 degrees.
Gosh dang. Yeah. Screw clean energy.
How many times have we've talked about?
Okay,
how
let's be
bad
honest. It's
this
not
is?
clean.
Okay.
It's clean energy.
That's horseshit is what that
It's
is.
just got the blood of little Chinese and African children mining lithium and
I need a
Don't forget,
bull-
don't
I need a
forget the
bullshit button
Indians
is
that
what I
take
need.
care of our customer service.
We
Okay.
got rid of blood diamonds and moved it to blood lithium. That's all we frickin' did.
Oh,
That's all
hold
we
on.
did.
We
What,
still got
What
blood
the-
on that stuff.
what's the trailer registration one? I'm curious.
I
look
think
in-
that's
I'll look
actually
into it
that
later.
might actually be the part of the. Oh wait, no, that's the motor vehicle amendments. I don't know what that
Yeah,
one is.
interesting. Look it up when you get home.
Yeah,
We'll have to
I'll
look
look
it up
into
another
it
time.
later.
So
Yeah, well, that's important for
let's
both
go
of us.
ahead.
Yep.
That's
Vic,
important
Let's go
since
ahead and
we
hit up
both
that
own
next
trailers.
tab. Let's get into some more Utah news. Fatal shooting in South Jordan.
John, you
the
brought this
result
one
of
up?
an argument
I did bring this one up.
that escalated quickly. John, do you want to go ahead and take us through this? I believe I'd put highlights in here as well, babe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just saw this.
There's
I
the
mean,
key takeaways up there.
personally haven't read this article. I was at work when it popped up, and it's like crazy how many ridiculous shootings there have been.
Yeah, there have been a lot of shootings in Utah.
So it was
lately.
over a party argument on December 26th, so after
I think
Christmas.
Canada calls that Box Day.
Boxing Day, yes.
Alexander Powell, 34, was shot after an altercation escalated into gunfire. Two members. So this was a family altercation, friends and family.
Another
party.
domestic?
Yeah, so
It was a
from-
party. It was a family
When I read
party.
this, it's a pre-Christmas party.
After Christmas.
Alexander Powell is the ex-husband of, I believe, the lady who was in the house because they have their kid together, and I guess at least they're on good terms. Apparently, not on good terms with some of the other people at the party.
Yeah.
Because they had their kid there as well, and so I believe his
And
kid
his-
actually ended up seeing him dead on the driveway.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, friends and family
I
of
redacted
the
the
man.
address.
Yeah, that's nice. So the guests include Alex Powell, whom says she shares a 13-year-old son. Okay. It was me and my kids, him and his wife and their kids. We had some other friends over. She said the argument broke out between Powell and the two other party guests who Stone was close to. And the two party guests, they went outside and then traveled to my kitchen area and then went outside, and then Stone said she heard the gunshots. I came out of the garage, hearing the gunshots, and I see Alex on the ground, and my son sees it too, and she's found Powell on her driveway. He had been shot. The other men took off. Oh my gosh.
This is brutal.
So here's some highlights here that are different colors for a reason. All right. So the green is good question to ask about. The red is the wrong question to be asking. So the red, one of the questions they're both asking is why guns were brought to the party. We're all family. Why did they have a gun over here anyway? Stone
Because
said.
It's
There-
Utah.
It's Utah.
There was so many kids over here. It could have been a worse situation. Look, if a gun's properly holstered and the person's taking care of it like any responsible gun owner, it will never be a
Unless-
problem at a party. It will never be
Does
a
your
problem
gun
at a
have
party.
lakes?
It's a SIG P320.
Oh, okay, well that's a different
Oh
story.
my hell! You can look at all those videos, and it has been proven falce. So shut your damn mouth.
That's a good joke. All right,
Okay.
but
Pardon my language. You're making me cuss, Logan.
so.
And the government
Here's the
is.
thing. The green is the right question to be asking. Stone and her brother, Brian Winters, said they have no idea what the fight was about. The real question is not why there was a gun there. The real question is what was the reason for the
That the
argument
fight
in the
got
first place?
so escalated
What
to
was
pull out a gun.
What was so important to kill someone at a Christmas party over?
Yeah.
What was so important? Because clearly they thought that was more important than spending time with the family and just playing nice with a guy you don't like.
Well, how many of us go to go to parties or like hang out, and there's people there that we don't like, and you're nice to them until the end.
Exactly.
You're just like, hey, I'm gonna be nice to this person.
Well, here's
and
the
then
thing.
I
There's
can't.
been disputes between some of the guys at guys' night, and yet when they come to guys' night, it's about just relaxing and kicking back, and they all understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. The whole
For the
point
most
is,
part.
for the most part. I mean, I don't know of at least any blow-ups that have happened at freaking guys' night, but for the most part, all the guys, they stay cordial at guys' night because they all are there for the same reason, which is just a good time to relax and kind of just recharge after a long month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the point. So what is so
What is
important
good?
to shoot someone over on Christmas Eve?
Anyway, pardon me. There's a GoFundMe set up for the family. If you guys want to donate. But yeah, that's it. I just want to share that. That's local Utah news right there. So what's this next article
Next
we got
article,
here?
let's get to that. I believe it's more another one you sent. Yep.
Oh yeah, dude, this was crazy. I read this article. Okay, we will
us through it,
say
Don.
homeschooling is not bad.
No,
Okay,
homeschooling's
this
great.
was used
When done correctly.
Yes, when done correctly.
Well, here's the thing. Even when not done perfectly, the kids in homeschooling are... It used to be the joke the kids in homeschooling are not the well-adjusted ones. Now they are the well-adjusted ones, while the public school kids are taking craps in litter boxes.
Hey,
So-
I've seen bad homeschooling, though.
I know
But
too.
back
There is a
onto
lot
this.
of bad homeschooling, mostly out there with the
Okay,
FLDS.
so back onto this. They used homeschooling as a cover to torture this kid.
And that's what some of the teachers made it sound like.
Oh,
that
and
they
it's
believe,
this
too.
freaking crazy lady that we talked about last time.
She looks like her name is Methany.
Okay, so can we scroll down? Let's look into this. So, 3 family members in Moab are facing charges under Utah's newly enacted child torture statute after police say an 11-year-old boy was found severely malnourished and subject to, prolonged abuse. Moab police arrested the stepmother, Jennifer Perkins, 48, and father Jeremiah Perkins, 39, and stepbrother Jonathan Jerem,
This does make me feel
28.
bad. This does make me feel bad for all the stepmothers out there who actually do a good job. Because there's that stereotype of the evil stepmother from Cinderella, from freaking Snow White, and then you got this lady helping only reinforce it.
Yeah, and the
It's
crazy
just like, my goodness.
craziness.
So I feel
So,
bad for all the good stepmothers out there who have to have this kind of reputation under the name of stepmother.
so the school's the one who set off the alarm in the first place. Because I guess he was in public school, and they removed him from the school in the
Under
beginning
the
of
guise.
October. They were going to homeschool. But the paperwork was never submitted to do that, so that's why the school had their concerns about educational neglect. I'm sorry to say it, that's stupid. I'm sorry, if I don't want my kid in homeschool, I shouldn't have to fill out,
But
public
here's
school,
the
I shouldn't
thing.
have to fill out any
But
damn
here's
forms.
the thing, I get that, but this is a case where the system actually worked.
It
the
actually
right
did
way.
what it was supposed to do,
And
which
that
is good.
girl that went missing, the school was doing a welfare check because the mother had never done anything. Then they found out.
And they found so this is a situation where it actually
I get where the public school comes into play because it almost acts as a census for kids on the yearly.
it does, but at the
and
same
all
time,
the teachers are mandatory reporters.
Yeah,
So-
we can get into that another
Well,
day.
that's
So-
it's like it's good, but then there's the times it gets abused.
Mm-hmm.
When it's clearly not abuse, it's more like the kid just being disciplined and is complaining about it.
yeah.
So,
So psychological neglect included the child wearing a non-favorable depiction of his mother printed on his T-shirts, which he was described to wear every day.
Wait, scroll back. What was that? Mother or stepmother on his t-shirt?
Mother.
Oh, okay.
So the
and
shirt
now
was
I get
defending
it.
his
So
mom.
they were making the. I read it wrong. I thought it was a picture of the stepmother. No, it's a picture of his mother.
Yeah.
Being dragging the character,
defamed and-
defaming his mother that the stepmother is making him wear.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, she's a C word.
They made observation about the child's condition and size and overall health. They looked very thin and very small for their age. They took note of that, but DCFS was doing their investigation at that point.
if I saw it right, they were only feeding the kid rice and beans and very little at that.
Yeah.
We'll get that. Scroll down.
Yeah,
This is
scroll
probably
down. It goes in
right there in red. This is the part where they need to go to jail for the rest of their life. Vegan diet.
Possibly firing squad.
This is why, for two reasons. One, yes, they were abusing this kid by not giving a proper diet because it was vegan. And two, I want to indict the vegan diet by having that the reason they go to jail for. Because we all know if you're vegan, you're not healthy. You're just surviving.
Hold on just a minute.
Okay.
Before the red there, charging documents allege the boy was kept in a dog kennel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assumed
zip
John was
ties.
going to mention that anyways, so I didn't highlight it.
Yeah. So it allowed all of this stuff that they were seeing at the school before he got pulled out, allowed DCFS to actually do their job. This was actually one of the few times that they've actually done the right thing.
Yeah.
Here, and this is really
probably
sad.
More than a few times. It's just the times that they do it right or the right thing happens gets overshadowed by all the times that it gets abused. So because that's the thing is the abuse rate can be way lower than the success rate, but then it's always the abuse that really gets that people always talk about.
So as we scroll down more, they also describe him as asking for snacks and food, to the point that
of his body weight.
Yeah,
and
severe malnutrition, 13% of his body weight. Charging documents indicate the boy lost 4.3
I know.
kg
I don't know why
of
they're
weight.
using communist numbers there. It's absolutely ridiculous. They should be using American numbers.
Let me fix this here.
I'm gonna end this because it's super dark.
It's sad.
On this.
I
he
do
is
wonder.
in
10 pounds.
Okay. So here's the thing. He is in a foster home, and they said the bright news on this because I don't want to go into this because it's really sad, and I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Well, the article's pretty much over anyway.
He is doing phenomenal now.
That's good.
He's in a foster home with people who actually love him and care for him. So I mean, keep your eyes out. I mean, we had that case down in St. George with that evil freaking lady that we talked about.
Was that last week we talked about her?
A little bit, and I mean, she's down in St. George. Her trial is going on right now.
At the bottom right, there we go. So, that note, I mean, to show how severe it was, he was suffering from refeeding syndrome, which is, for example, that's what the Jews were dealing with after their concentration camp experience. They had to regulate how much they ate because their body was not used to actually getting real nutrition. So eating too much too quickly could have actually killed them.
A lot of the POWs suffered the same thing.
So that's how bad this got. He got
to
the point of refeeding syndrome.
He was also sneaking stuff that wasn't food.
And that's why I highlighted that in red, because that's very serious.
Which is very, that's to the point where you're starving, you'll eat anything with any sort of flavor.
And that's the thing, various toothpaste, a lot of those have fluoride in it, which you are not supposed to ingest. That's why they tell you to spit out the toothpaste. And the amount of fluoride you can get in that toothpaste can make you sick and start vomiting. And for someone as small as him, it could be very serious. He was starting to eat quantities of stuff that was not supposed to be food that could have killed him. That's how desperate he was for any kind of nutrient.
I'll go
period.
Up on the fluoride thing.
It's really sad stuff what they did to him.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let's go to the next article.
Let's get on to the next article.
Do we have something happy to look at?
Yeah, we're going to the next article, okay?
All right.
It's happy, okay?
So, we got some updates on now new historical recognition for sites here in Utah. 12 of them. Let's go ahead and go down one by one. What?
Your daughter's being dangerous.
Be careful. Don't go over there. Okay. My daughter almost walked on the drywall of the ceiling. We could have had
like my daughter the other day on the drywall.
We could have had a child go through the ceiling downstairs for a moment there.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
We have a new place
go back
in
up
Farmington.
To the first one.
This is the first one.
Oh, that is. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Scroll down.
Gas in Farmington.
The Burnswood House in Farmington.
So why the hell is it under $2
so
bucks
this
here?
is built in 1861. That house is built in 1861. Keep going down.
Nice.
We won't read every detail of all of it.
Oh, these things are so cool.
Petroglyphs there, the Canaan Gap Archaeological District.
Why wasn't this a historical thing?
Don't ask me. It would make sense if they already were. Keep going down. The Clover Ward Meeting House.
Dude, what?
Old
why
LDS
is that
church building.
Why?
It's still standing, built in 1907, so not a
It's Tooele.
surprise.
They don't have a lot out there. You got to give them something.
True. We got a brick building, guys.
Another
All right,
home.
the Ellis Marianne Van Fleet House.
That's
Another
actually
old
a
home.
very pretty
and you can
house,
see another
okay?
neighbor house over there on the right. So this is currently like a neighborhood. So scroll down.
How old is
was
this
built
one?
in
Okay,
1886.
okay, that's pretty old.
68.
1868. Okay, another home.
Yep. Keep going
Well,
down.
that's a pretty
So
home.
this is
That one
actually almost as old, 1881. So you can tell
in
there's
Farmington, of course.
you can see there's
Everything's
a-
in Farmington.
well, it's a combination of class difference, but also availability difference. That other house had more stuff available. Or does this one have an expansion on it? No. So that other stuff had more. This place had a little bit more money available, or it had the more bricks more available to them. While the other house built out as those nice stones, that's what was available to them.
I
So
would look at that.
Or-
it kind of shows the difference of areas, or also the difference of the class. How much
I was going to
money
say
they're
it's probably
earning.
more of a difference in wealth.
Yeah, and that's probably what it is. But the thing is, too, it's like you might not even actually be able to get bricks in that area because of the distance for shipping
in the day.
or
So-
locality.
so-
Because look at the Salt Lake Temple. I mean, the Salt
Sorry.
Lake Temple took 40 years to build because they had to go so far just
Sorry.
to get the stone for it in the first place. Go ahead.
So this house right here was built 15 years after the house
Yeah,
above it.
not that big of a difference. So they're
Well,
pretty
15
close to
years
each other.
could
So
be a big deal.
If
you
I mean,
go back-
that's the thing is look
go
at the
back
Salt
up.
Lake Temple. As soon as the train was built, all of a sudden they can get it done lightning fast.
When was Farmington settled? Because this very well could be one of the first houses in Farmington.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't know.
I don't know when it was
18
sold. Let's go ahead and keep going down through the list.
Let's
That's only 20 years after the pioneers came in.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Keep going down. So the Jesse
that's
Wells
got
and
an add-on.
Marion Smith
Yep.
house. So this has got an add-on.
Scroll
So
down.
scroll down, it shows. So right there, 1885. Then addition was 1890.
Okay.
oh, okay. That's,
Their family probably grew and they were like, hey, we need.
Exactly. But then it's like then also at that point something happened that allowed them to have more access to brick, and
Yeah.
so now it was a brick
Railroad.
house.
Probably a railroad or something.
Probably the
or they
railroad.
put in a bricksmith.
Or that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or they could have had someone making bricks at that
Some-
point. Continue down.
So these guys, that house was,
So
that house before
the-
were some of the first settlers.
Yeah, so the Mount Terre Acres Subdivision Historic Districts is just this whole neighborhood is now a historic district.
1939 to 48. Why?
1939.
Ooh, cool.
I know,
Whatever.
right?
Wow.
It's kind of like, oh, we were able to build actual houses right at the end of the Great Depression, pretty much.
Woohoo.
We have a subdivision. Whoop-de-dang do, dude. We
Yeah,
don't care.
I don't
Next.
understand this one as much. Continue down. So,
That
Mill
one's not-
Creek.
that one's
Mill
kinda cool.
Creek just wanted something else, okay? They just
Probably.
wanted something.
so this place, I'm not. It was a Nettie.
What is this? Nettie
Nettie
Gregory
Gregory
Center.
Nettie Gregory
What is
Center.
it? Let's scroll down. When was it?
So 1964.
1964.
Yeah, I know.
Civil rights. Okay,
okay,
it's
well,
kind of
that makes
important. Okay, it's important. Okay,
pivotal
building and civil rights in
in the
Salt Lake
civil
City.
rights
Okay.
movement in Salt Lake City. So scroll down.
It was still in use until the early 2000s.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Now this
Springdale
makes
Hilltop
sense.
Cemetery. Yep.
That
this
looks
one
like
makes
it's in the
sense.
middle
It's
of
a really
nowhere.
old cemetery.
Why have they let all the brush and everything grow over it? What the heck?
Hey, maybe that'll fix.
1862?
It'll get fixed now.
Yeah,
1862.
maybe now it will look nice.
And that's the thing, established in 1862, so many of the people buried there were born long before 1862.
Last burial was in 57.
Dang. All right, scroll down.
Can I-
Springdale Town.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Can we
Scroll
still
down,
use this?
Scroll down a little bit more, right there. 1935, people. Okay? If you're complaining about jail conditions today, the people in Springdale in 1935 did not give a crap about your conditions.
Do you guys want to take a field trip? Nephi still has its original jail.
Really?
Oh, that's awesome.
It
golly.
is sketchy as all get out. But
This is great.
They did not care. They just got a
What?
few bricks from probably one of the temples that was built.
Yeah,
leftover
they were
bricks.
like
That
they're
looks
gonna-
like temple bricks. It really does look
does.
like the temple bricks.
but it's in Washington County that you're gonna cook in there.
Oh, so that might be a close by quarry similar to what they use for
It was
the.
probably pulled out of the same quarry
Probably
as St. George.
Oh, you're boiling hot in there.
You were gonna cook in there.
If
Well,
you
look at the
were
top,
if you
it
were
looks like
wasted,
they
you
were-
got sober really
No, look at the
quickly.
blackness on the top. They probably were cooking in there.
Probably.
All right, let's scroll on. Let's scroll on down.
Hold on. What was the last thing?
And, well, what was that?
58.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, that was when the city incorporated. It was 1959.
When was the last person
I
in
want to know
prison
when
there?
the last
Come
person
on!
held there.
Is this still a drunk tank?
That would be awesome. If that was a
In
drunk
there,
tank.
Charlie. There you go.
That
Sleep
would
it
be
off.
awesome if they were still using it as a drunk tank. We'll be back in the morning. It's warm enough down there. They could do that.
Yup.
I mean, at night down there by Zion's, it
Give him a
gets
blanket.
decently cold. Okay.
It does get really cold there. So
Okay.
no,
Why wasn't this a historical spot? Indian ruins should be.
Yep. Yeah. So this, I don't know why this one
Taba-
wasn't already either.
Tuva Shuvu.
All right, let's just
Tuva
all.
Shuvu.
Should I say it too, so we can
Yeah.
all butcher it?
Oh, wow.
Registered July 21st.
Carbon Canyon. Oh, 9 Mile. Oh,
There
that's
you go.
new then.
From 400 to 1300 AD.
Where did they discover this? Because the 9 Mile Canyon's one of my favorite
doesn't
places
say.
to go.
They added to the historic registry. It was,
Okay.
So this has been around since if I saw right the 400 AD.
Yeah, because
But it was added
9
to the
Mile,
registry.
1300 AD.
9
it
Mile
looks like.
Canyon I know is protected.
Mhm.
And if you guys haven't been,
I
down
haven't
there,
been. No.
it's
Where is it
9
again?
miles
Carbon Canyon, so Price area.
price area.
No, okay, I haven't been in it then.
It is 9 miles of straight petroglyphs. That's actually where I got to. We were driving along and we saw a whole bunch of people up on the hill. And we go up and we're like, hey, what you're doing? They were doing an archaeological dig and digging up homes.
Oh,
We're like,
cool.
oh, this is like a whole home center. And he let us crawl into a cave. He said, listen, don't touch anything. This
Just
is
look.
just look.
Look
He
with
let
your
us
eyes, not
crawl
your hands.
underneath a boulder, and I got to put my hand next to a hand print that I have no clue how old it is, but he said it was perfectly preserved because they only discovered it because some rocks and stuff had fallen. And somebody was like, oh, let's just go into this cave, and I'm curious here.
And they saw
And
that.
they saw
That's
and
really
they-
cool. That's
So,
really cool.
9 Mile Canyon, if you haven't been,
It was probably 400 to
Is-
1300 AD.
but just the fact that I got to see
Roughly.
a handprint, a red handprint,
Mm-hmm.
a long
that's
time
pretty
ago.
cool.
Pretty dang
Scroll
cool.
on down. William H. and Helen Miller House.
That's kind of cool.
Another
I
stone
like
house.
that
Isn't that
house.
cool? Yeah,
I
that's a
like
nice
that.
looking
That's
house.
pretty. Oh,
Yeah.
they were very warm in the winter. Two
Two chimneys, one for each room.
Probably.
1886.
No,
Oh, sorry,
1868.
1868.
Do it here.
No, I
Give
don't
me
need
some
that.
glasses.
We'll leave. Those are Ken's. Those will
No,
be.
yeah,
No,
no
these
props.
ones are mine.
Oh, where's?
Ken's are right here.
No, this was from our last guest. He left them. He told us to just throw them away because he buys them in a pack at Costco, which makes me wonder how often does he leave these around if he's just buying them in packs.
Okay, let's scroll down again. Oh, somebody's having a fire right now. You smell that?
Yup.
Yeah, I got
that
my
smells
windows
so
open
good.
to help keep it cool in
Oh,
here.
that
So
smells
when
so
someone's
good.
that's probably our neighbors across the street. They use their chimney in the winter all the time.
Who?
Black House.
Oh, right over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
use their chimney all the time, and the house next to them as well.
I think it's an ugly house. I'm sorry. It was beautiful until they painted it. Who puts an
I
all
wouldn't
black
know
house?
I wouldn't know what it looked like before, and that's always what it's looked like for me.
It's a fully
So,
black house.
was
man.
that it? Was that the
No,
last
there's one article left.
one? Oh, scroll.
Right there.
Oh, no,
That's
I'm
all.
talking about the houses.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I
Oh,
know.
that's our old. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
So I've
What are you
got.
looking up?
So I am currently working on. If I can.
Are you trying to share it to Discord?
Yeah, I cannot.
He's working on restoring something, aren't you?
Yeah, so on that note, we talked about should we have like a thing. I think before the show you were talking about should we have a wall of things basically from guests on the show, and I think we'll just do that. We'll have a shelf, or anytime a guest leaves something on the show, they're going if
Here
they
you go,
that
Ken.
thing
Your
will
glasses
become a
will go.
prop.
Your glasses will go right here.
That thing will become a prop for the show from then on. So
Well, I did tell him I'd get him back to him, so
well.
I gotta.
He said he didn't seem to care too much about him, so if he doesn't mind us keeping him, we would be glad to have him be a prop on the show.
Did you find that picture, or are we gonna?
I've got a few coming in, but
But he initially said just throw them away.
He did.
they're coming in. They're just taking a minute to come through.
What is it?
The project I'm working on.
He is
okay.
restoring.
Is it video?
No, they're just pictures. I've
Okay.
just
This
got
is
pictures right
There we
This
go.
is a
that's
building
cool.
he is restoring.
So if you go to the not that picture,
Just cycle through them. Let's take
Yeah,
a look
just-
at this.
cycle. So go over a couple. Keep going. One more. So this cabin right here was built in 1830.
Wait, where is this at?
This is in Leamington,
Leamington,
This
where
is what he
that?
was
about
doing.
halfway between Nephi to Delta.
It's in the middle of
Okay.
freaking nowhere. Okay.
So,
Okay, other side. I know that there's a spot on the other side of the canyon up by just by Moroni from Nephi. So it's just
East instead of west.
yeah. There's a guy there who literally collects old cabins and houses. So he gets them, dismantles them, and then rebuilds them on his property, and has basically a Wild West town on his property
Oh, that's
from
so
all
cool.
this stuff that he's been collecting. So,
So-
I thought that might be this, but no,
No,
you're
no.
in a different part of the state.
Yeah, so this is the project my dad and I are working on. We do timber frames on the sides, like just that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So this cabin was built in like 1850, 1860, somewhere in there. It was one
This
of
is
the.
some of the first settlers.
This was like the guy when Leamington was settled.
Okay.
So you can see where the new logs are. They raised it so a normal human being would be able to get into the door. But where the old logs are sitting,
So this Leamington guy was probably a Mexican.
he was a Norwegian.
Oh,
he
so
was-
Just short.
yeah, that's also short people too.
Yep. So him, his wife, and his 6 children lived in this cabin for probably 20 to 30 years. Now this cabin's only probably like 20 by 15. Freaking tiny.
Yeah.
So we restored the whole thing. I don't have a picture of it right now. I forgot to take pictures today. But this small little cabin has been completely restored. The logs on the bottom have been detailed to make it look like the logs up top. Everything's been stained and colored. This is not a racial term. This is the literal term. It's got all the chinking in it, which is the mud that you would
Yeah, I know what
put
you're
in
talking
between the
about.
logs.
I
The
get what you're
mud
saying.
and moss
Yeah.
combo sometimes between the logs to seal
It's
it and insulate
it's an
it.
artificial chinking now.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
It's like a stucco, pretty much.
Back then it was different.
Yeah, back then it was different. The roof is now cedar shake. It's got a nice door on it that my dad and I built. But this is the original house that this guy settled on this property. Now, if you go to
The reason I joke though about it being a Mexican because it was short is I also have family. Their history is Hispanic, but they didn't cross the border. The border crossed them in the Mexican-American War.
Yeah.
So it's just like there's a lot of those people who actually are from this area, and it's very logical that it could be one of them. They built it to their height.
Yep.
Okay,
So
let's
now-
look at these other pictures.
If you go back to the other house there,
That one.
this is the house he built after
That cabin.
that cabin, after probably 20 years.
Okay.
So this house was built somewhere in the 1880s to 1890s.
Nice.
We figure it was more of a carriage house, seeing how it has the massive barn door on the south side.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would like park your carriage in there, and then your horse would have a stable in there as well.
Okay.
And then you like on the other. So the guy that owned
Does this one have really short doors too?
No,
Okay.
the logs on the bottom that you see were all rotten through.
Well, yeah, but I was just wondering if those doors are actually short, or if a normal person can walk.
A normal
through that one.
person can walk through
Okay.
that one.
So probably was just limited on materials for the first one, and then with this one, he was able to actually get all the materials
Yeah.
he needed so he could make it to proper height.
He actually worked at the sawmill up the canyon, and he was able to mill every log that you see.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Let's go to the
Um,
right. Can you show some pictures? There's some other.
Just cycle through the
So
photos.
I'm trying to find we have a picture. Go back to the picture you were
back.
just on. I am looking for it right now. But we have a picture from when this home was built. And
Oh.
you can compare it.
Okay.
So the guy that owned it before the guy we're working for, He did a whole like restoration to it. He did like a modern loft. He took out the dormer piece, which is right here.
What?
Yeah, it was sickening to see what he had done to it. He
Imbecile. Absolute
He put
imbecile.
Romex wire in it, that yellow electrical wire you see right there. It was all over in this place. Like it was
my gosh.
It was gross.
I mean, I understand some electrical if you want to add lighting in there and whatnot. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like removing parts of the original building instead of just trying to restore it. Just especially when you don't have to do it.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
Ah, here it is. I'll put this in the Discord right now.
Like the logs you replaced that were all completely rotted out. I mean, it makes sense. You have to tear that out.
I'm curious
for
to see the
integrity of
inner
the building.
at the very end.
Yep.
So this cabin, you said it was 20 by 15. That should be about 300
Oh
square feet.
wow! Look at that.
So this is like halfway through what we was doing. So
Okay.
we built all the windows you see there. We built the 2 big barn doors.
So that top part was taken off, and then you guys restored that to it.
Yeah, we put that in.
Okay.
The guy that owned it before had cut another man door right here, going to a stairway to go into the loft.
Oh yeah.
So that's why you see all the new logs on the far right side right here.
Why would you cut a new door into it?
So we replaced all those logs. We completely redid the loft because there was a
loft
hayloft.
all new, or was there originally a loft?
There was originally a hayloft there
Okay.
that was still there when we tore out.
Which makes sense why that would be a carriage lodge or a carriage barn.
Exactly. So there was a loft there that the guy had built on top of.
Mm-hmm.
And put a whole new subfloor on it, and it was gross. I don't have pictures of it, but it was just nasty.
But it was shoddy workmanship on
Pretty
top of
much.
So
this
top of
is
being an insult to the history. It was shoddy workmanship.
this is after we had gotten after about midway through the project. You got the new windows that my dad and I built. You see the new posts up top that were all rotted through, and the guy had cut into those to put his new stairway in. We completely redid those. We re-added the wall in where her cursor is.
Mm-hmm.
That wall was taken out. We made that staircase going up in. You can hit the next picture. And then this is the other side of that wall, where your carriage and your horse would have been.
Carriage and horse room.
Yep.
Okay.
So the other room that we was just looking at would have had like a fireplace in it. This would have been where the bunk was.
Go to the right, babe. So then that wall on the right-hand side of that door, that's where the stairs are at, right?
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
we're
stairs,
still looking the same direction, just in the different room.
Yes. So now if you come out of that and look at the picture that I just put in there, that is the picture taken in like
so that top
1890.
that top part's not quite identical.
We did the best we could.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it's still
to match it exactly, dude.
You're never gonna match it exactly, but it's still pretty good because it still gives that original aesthetic to it.
I had to go in and measure pixel by pixel.
Oh gosh.
And then do all the conversion math to figure out how
Oh
big
my
that thing
gosh.
was supposed
Yeah.
to be.
I can tell you this. So my father-in-law would probably do something like this because that's what he's a master woodworker or whatever. He would have. It would end up looking the same as what you did. Is restoring something from that old off of just a picture. You did a pretty darn good job.
There's
Okay.
the old one in the back.
Yep.
And there's
so
your
there's
old
the original
one.
cabin in the back there.
Dang.
Just saying, you did a really good job for just going off of a
It
picture.
looks fantastic.
And I'm sure the family is extremely happy that it's being restored to its original glory.
So the guy that owns it now is the great-great-grandson of the guy who originally built
oh,
it.
that's so
That's awesome.
That's super cool, dude.
Which is probably why he's having to restore
Yeah.
the
Yep, so
original
go
To the
condition.
original, to try to get it
Yeah.
as original as you can.
Yeah, actually looking at it now, it is. Yeah, it's a little different than what it looked like in the photo, but it looks pretty good.
But it looked rough, and the roof might have been
It,
sagging
it
a little bit.
didn't look
honestly-
like it was. It didn't look like it was right after it built. It looked like the photo was done some time after.
You're-
On the bottom row, go to the second picture from the left. That's how we came into the project.
And you tore
Okay,
it.
so that is
Oh,
it.
you
So
did
you
a
tore off the
dang
metal
good
roof.
job,
You put
yeah.
that thing back. That looks great. Yeah.
No,
there was glass windows up on the second story that you can see on both ends.
Like
there was
Kyle's wife said, the original, that old picture looked like that had been around for a while, and
that
it's
already
sagged,
looks like
and
it's been
like
there a while.
it's been, and it's settling, and it's just over.
So this is a really old. The photo's old, but the building's already old by the time the photo was taken.
Yeah. The small cabin in the back there is extremely old when this picture is taken.
Yeah.
I want to say that this picture was taken in like 1910, 1905, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And even then, that building we're talking about now, the newer building, that still looks like it was really old at the time this was taken as well.
So, like, the walls had all warped, so nothing was straight. We had to disassemble the logs.
To be fair, it probably didn't start straight either.
No, it did. It did. You can tell just by age, everything had warped
completely.
Well, the weather out there as you get out to Delta is just
pretty rough,
crazy. You have severe heat, severe colds.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
So,
dude, look at that. That just looks amazing.
It'd probably be easier to live in the Peter Sinks than out there in Delta at that time.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh.
So once you get about to the top of that window right there, it becomes like slabs. So we had to take those slabs off in order to straighten out all the logs.
Oh man!
And each one of those logs are doweled in place, and like trying not to break those dowels. And then, oh my gosh, it was.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
We've probably got about 400 hours between those two buildings.
Wow,
yes, dude.
We've been on this project for about a year and a half now, and it's insane.
Oh, this sounds awesome.
This is a great way to actually end the podcast on some
happy
freaking news.
I'll get some update pictures for next week.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
both these buildings have been chinked, they've been stained, they've been all the windows have glass in them. The man doors are in on both the buildings.
Are you using authentic time period glass as well?
No, we're going to be using
modern glass.
Okay. But we're installing it the way that they would have installed it back in the day.
Yeah. I was just wondering, because I'm wondering, is it going to have the little air bubbles that you see in the old glass?
No.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
The reason I bring all this up is because at the end of the day, this guy is going to turn this into a historical monument.
Well, then why not do the original style of glass with the air bubbles in it?
That's such a pain to find.
That's true.
Probably the cost of it and just
soda glass is what you're thinking.
Is that what it's called, soda glass?
Soda glass.
So
it's hard to find.
It's going to look like Butch Cassidy's down there on your way down.
Yes.
To Farmington, how you can go and visit. And, well, that's
down to
cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. That's really cool. He's going to turn this into a little historical monument.
So what I've been working on for the last few days is they're putting a massive carriage barn over here.
Oh, really?
Just on the other side.
Modern carriage and whatnot?
No, they found a wagon on the property from.
Oh.
So they sent it out to the Amish to get restored.
Oh, dude, that's
classic. If anyone knows how to build a carriage, it's the Amish.
Well, and keep it old school styled.
Oh no, yeah,
like
they
know
how to build a carriage the right way.
Oh yeah.
On the property as well is a yellow brick home built in the 30s that his family moved to.
And
after
if anyone
this.
can appreciate,
oh, that's cool. That's
if anyone can
cool.
appreciate the historic value of the carriage, it would be the Amish as well, because they still practice all the same techniques that they used back then.
A little bit of history on this guy before we wrap up. He was one of the first ones in Millard County to get a thrasher, if you know what a thrasher is. It's an old school harvester.
For what again?
For his farm.
For crop.
Oh, okay, just in crop. Sorry, there's multiple things. Look, there's multiple things called thrashers that I know about. So I'm just making sure I know exactly what he's.
A thresher is what it's called.
Okay.
A thresher.
Because threshers are there's different types of threshers as well, and threshers are also used to just get the freaking dead grass out of your lawn.
So
to help your grass grow.
7 guys went in on this thresher. He had the machine. Another guy had the 8-horse team that pulled the thresher. And then 5 other guys were like the mechanics for it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
I think he found the thresher, if I remember right.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't remember what's going on with it.
I'll have to go down and visit.
I imagine very delicate restoration because steel that old.
I don't even know if it's being restored. I don't know the story behind it.
They probably wouldn't restore it personally.
They probably wouldn't restore it, but they're probably doing something to help
I'll get a picture.
No, they sold it. it got sold because so many other people had got threshers by the time he sold it.
Oh, okay.
That it wasn't profitable anymore. But they would go all over the county. They'd go
And do
from
it.
Nephi to
so
Leamington
they go
to
around
Delta
and do
to
people's crops for them. Okay.
and that's how these 7 guys made their living during the harvest.
It was harvesting for people because then they could harvest it 10 times as fast.
I found an old Pioneer wagon wheel in Salem Pond when I was a kid.
So
Stepped on it.
I ought to take you guys out here for a field trip just to
That'd be
kind of
awesome.
see
Field trip.
what all's been going
Take
on
the
out
camera
there.
with us?
You're never too old to go on a field trip.
I don't know.
I'll bring
We
the
were talking
GoPro.
about historical markers and all that, and
No,
it's like
that's awesome.
this
Hey,
is
that was a perfect segue into this.
It is, and what a great way to end.
And I didn't even know this was going to be a thing.
so. This is a work in progress.
That's awesome. No, that's really awesome. I'd like to go see. I love history. This is something right here close to us that we could actually go to.
This is
On
what
a
I do
day
on my
trip.
Saturdays.
I like the fort that they have.
Can I
down
help? I need extra money.
there. The fort that's a little further down from Leamington.
Which fort?
There's a little fort that's
The
pretty much
Cove Fort?
No,
Core
not
Fort's
Cove
down by Beaver.
no, not Cove Fort. There's a little small fort that the only thing that they have is the mud and brick wall left of it and a plaque.
I cannot remember.
And it's
Are you
almost
talking about the
to
Coke
Delta.
pits?
The Wellington area?
No, it's almost to Delta. I
Oh,
remember.
Delta area.
I
Okay.
remember seeing it when I was a kid because my parents pulled over.
That might not be a thing anymore.
Is that all that was left was
Washed
they have
away by the
rocks,
rain?
Probably.
rocks and everything like they're made like how they used to make
'Cause
cement,
you-
and that's all that was left is the wall, and it
Mud
was
walls and the Colt 45 Peacemaker.
If
That's
that's
how
all-
the West survived.
that's all they had, and of course there was probably buildings back in the day in there, but that's where they would go when the Indians would come to
Yeah.
attack. They would all run there.
In all
'Cause I know there's-
seriousness, it's mud walls and the Colt 45 Peacemaker that saved the Mormon West.
Because I know the Coke pits are still there in Leamington.
Yeah, no, it was a fort.
So Coke is not the white powder. It's like a
Man,
predecessor.
come on,
It's
man.
a predecessor to charcoal.
Yeah. No, it was an actual fort. I remember it as a kid. I will see if I can go to my parents this week and go through our old photos because I remember having photos.
I grew up in that area. I would think I would know what you're talking about, but I guess not.
It
It's
could-
surprising how little we often know about our own area.
That's true.
So,
But also our age difference, what is it? 5 years?
Yeah.
Is in 5 years it could have been gone.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? With how rough shape, and when I remember it, the walls were like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming the pioneers didn't build just, oh, I'm going to be protected from the Indians from walls this
with
big.
a 3-foot wall.
That, like, no, nobody in their right mind. It probably used to be bigger,
Yeah.
you know. So.
And yeah, just kind of a fun little note. There's a lot going on that property, and it's
That's awesome.
the
Let's
guy.
get into that time, though.
The guy that owns it is one
It
of
is.
the wealthiest men in Utah, and he's got,
Sweet.
It's fun.
We'll
No,
have to
that's
come down and
freaking
check it
awesome,
out
man.
sometime. Well,
So-
are we going to end this or what?
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and end this, man. We can
Well-
we can save some more news that we've seen for next week as well.
Okay.
Because there are things we talked about. Thought about bringing up on the show,
Mm-hmm. So like we always like to end,
so we'll bring it up maybe next show.
Mm-hmm.
we will do
Your quote,
the quote.
his special quote. He's got to get a number generated to know which random quote he's going to read. Then we'll
63.
find out if it applies to what we talked about on the show.
I mean, we
Sometimes,
never
hey,
know.
you know, I mean, the quote you ended with in the Ken interview happened to just tie in beautifully.
Oh, dude, it tied
It was
in.
completely
It-
random, but it tied in beautifully
Tied in
to
perfectly.
the whole subject of our interview with Candace. It was awesome,
It was phenomenal.
wonderful interview. Can't wait for you guys to see it.
Oh, it was. Oh,
All right.
please. Okay, quote number 31.
Mm-hmm.
Quote 31 out of 321. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill.
Not a
I
bad
mean,
quote.
that's a
I
good
like it.
quote. We were just talking about the pioneers that settled the West.
Yeah, it took a lot of courage to leave everything they knew to come out here to probably one of the most godforsaken deserts
One of the
in the
most
U.S.
hostile environments in the United
I
States.
will still say we live in the 21st century, and it is still one of the worst places
Yeah,
when you're out there if you are caught unprepared.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's not. It was not an easy place to settle, and it took a lot of courage to come out here not knowing what they were going to face ahead of time, only to find out that it was one of the worst places to face, and then actually be able to turn this into quite the beautiful place.
Oh, our friend decided to.
Oh, hi.
I talked enough to have someone tell me to shut up.
Cool.
At the very end, how sad you missed out on a great episode of your.
Thank you once again to our favorite troll. We love you too.
Hey, remember last time he said he's not a troll, okay?
Oh well, okay. I mean, I'll stop looking under the bridges for you. Well, you guys have a good night. Remember to like and subscribe, and maybe share it if you thought it was even worth it. You guys, be safe out there. Goodbye.